sub and Lady Snowblood for 2 subs as well. I think YouTube made a great decision, honestly, because I hate every single person who's still on YouTube. Fuck YouTube. It's a garbage platform. If you're on there, you get what you deserve.
Fucking deserve. Be in the H.
And if it freezes at 1 year, I just give up.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into this Patrick Tomlinson documentary, guys. So this is from Interesting Things from Around the World.
I'm going to actually head on their channel because better quality, and I'll promote them and I'll link it in chat. And go give them a view about it.
Once again, the only things I know about Patrick Tomlinson going into this is he says to people, enjoy prison, stalker child. He's apparently a science fiction author in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And he recently won a lawsuit against the city for millions of dollars because he kept getting swatted. Outside of that, I really don't know anything about the guy. So I am interested to see, and I haven't watched this documentary beforehand. So it's not going to be like the classic documentary watch where I just start saying things before the guy says them. You know,
you'll see 50 minutes in, he dies. Ashton, don't spoil it. Ashton, no. I
watched the virus for a sub. He sues everyone. Whoa,
well, I watched
buddy.
13 minutes of it, and it was really good. But I've seen bits and pieces over the years of him. But this particular documentary, I didn't see the whole thing either. So, look, guys, we're enjoying it together. And I'm gonna link. Oh, hang on. Let me just link his channel in our chat. Go subscribe to him. He worked really hard on this, obviously. If you're visually seeing this is what his channel looks like. Interesting stuff from around the world. 140K subs. And yeah. So here we go. And we got an hour and 40. Let's go. Let's have fun.
Imagine your door gets kicked in at 3 a.m. by armed police who drag you out of bed, guns pointed at your head. Now picture this happens again and again, over 50 times. This is the life of Patrick S. Tomlinson.
That's the cops. That is the cops' fault, isn't it?
Child. Well, yes, because they keep doing it, even though there's no reason for it.
What the fuck? Like, imagine.
That is actually insane.
Are the police retarded?
They are.
A sci-fi author, father, and pepperoni enthusiast.
Are his books any good? Well, so far he likes pepperoni. I like pepperoni. That's good. He got Kino Gazebo for 5
subs. Big support. Thank you so much, man.
By a swarm of online extremists who plague his every move, and his crime, one single tweet.
Oh, yo!
This shit. There's no way it's just this one tweet. I refuse to believe it.
I believe it.
This is just okay. So he got swatted 50 times for one tweet.
Norm Macdonald was so fucking funny. You deserve to lose everything for shitting on Norm, in my opinion.
This is the.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Relax, Ash. I'm just joking.
Version of events that has been reported countless times in news articles. But once you scratch the surface of this story, a much more disturbing one reveals itself. A tale of lies, obsession, compulsion, and a man who just couldn't stop.
You're going to prison.
This is the Patrick S. Tomlinson story.
There you go.
Interesting. Not much is known about Patrick's early life, which is surprising.
By the way, don't swat anyone.
You have to put do not swat anyone. That's fucking crazy. You know?
No, do not swat people.
Given how well catalogued his later life would become.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I do. So Guy Fieri says free the Adirondack chair. So Josh told me this, that apparently people were stealing his Adirondack chair. So they would put on Facebook, giving away my Adirondack chair. And then people would come and just take his shit off his porch and be like, yeah, it's free. Don't bother knocking on the door or anything.
Just take it. It's such a fucking...
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's fucked, bro. I'm like, I sympathize. Like, listen, does he deserve this? We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find
I guess.
out. We're gonna find
He
out.
has to just be a complete fucking lunatic.
Imagine this story. He's like, gives to charity. He's the nicest guy ever. We're like, what the
Stop
fuck?
talking, child.
He comes from Patrick himself. He describes himself as the son of an ex-hippie psychologist and an ex-cowboy electrician living in Milwaukee.
Cowboy
he also claims
electrician?
that his father was a professional bull rider / rodeo
Wait,
clown
his
who had
father's
plastic in his
riding
head from a
bulls,
serious car
buddy?
crash.
Holy, his dad's gay. His dad's getting fucked up the ass by black men for a living. I didn't know that in Wisconsin. This is a thing, I guess, in Wisconsin, is that you can actually ride a bull for a living.
Wait, what?
Who knew?
And that his mother is kind of a badass, who was once kicked out of a Slipknot mash pit for elbowing people and giving people what he called a mother's stare. His love of sci-fi started around
She's
the
kind
age
of
of
a
4.
badass. That's cringe,
It's the
bro.
bull. The bull.
5 when some Star Wars videotapes mysteriously appeared on his front porch, with him watching these videotapes at least 100 times before he turned 10.
What?
School records show
What?
that
He
Pat was not
watched
part
Star
of any
Wars
clubs and
100
got a low
times?
grade
That's-
point average with a
What
GPA
the
of
fuck is? Where did people get this? People got this guy's like high school transcript. Where the fuck did they get this?
1.7, which I'm informed is not very high. He claims that his parents had a piece of paper held on their fridge by a magnet for over 20 years. On this paper is written DLTIW, which stands for Don't Let the Idiots Win. This being his family mantra could help explain some of the behaviour that
His
we'll see
family
later on. Mr.
mantra is
Tomlinson
"Don't let the idiots win." So it's just an entire family of LOLCOW, just a complete lineage, generation after generation of just LOLCOWs, where everybody despised them, and there's like the whole world's against us, but it's their fault. They're idiots, not us. Okay. This is explaining
apparently
a lot.
man that has done a lot with his time on Earth, having seen and done things that most of us can only dream of. In his younger days, he was a lifeguard who had performed CPR twice, once on an elderly person and once on a child, with both of them sadly dying. He was also
What? They both died?
Who the fuck? How is he that bad as a fucking lifeguard, buddy? You couldn't even get a 50% success rate on doing the CPR?
That's sad. That's sad.
a lifeguard
What a
at
piece
the
of
special.
shit. He killed
I
them.
volunteered for a while as a lifeguard for swimmers training for Special Olympics. And that doesn't match up with my experience with people with
so he's
autism?
doing CPR on fucking retards, buddy? No wonder they died. It was hard enough for them to breathe to fucking begin with.
Disabled child.
Olympics. This must have been a very busy age for him, as he also claims that when he was 19...
Is that just whiskey? Like a whole half bottle of
Why
must
is
have been
all
a
these like stories? Why is he sharing all of these stories? Like, he must think he's a really special boy. People are really interested in his life story for sure.
very busy age for him, as he also claims that when he was 19 he went to Hawaii and met an ex-Japanese kamikaze pilot. This old man had been
But
riddled
listen,
with guilt
if
over
you were a
Pearl Harbor.
kamikaze pilot,
Terrible kamikaze pilot. You're alive.
yeah, like he failed at kamikazeing.
He
I don't
missed
really-
the oh shit! Whoops.
You know, this is bullshit. What do you mean?
Chill,
Let
that
me
was
tell you.
kamikaze.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you about him, child. Why is he referring to everybody as child?
That's ridiculous.
He followed orders, then he went home. He saw the truth of Pearl Harbor being rewritten in front of him. This didn't happen.
No,
He
of course not.
rebelled. He brought... Buddy, that's wouldn't have fucking happened in Japan. Shut the fuck up. This never happened.
We got Kino Gazebo for 10 subs. Big support. Let's go. Thank you, King Gazebo. Appreciate it. Hi to all the new followers.
So became outspoken over the role that Japan played in World War II. He then took his family to Hawaii to show them what he had done, which is when he met 19-year-old Patrick and started to beg him for forgiveness through one of his family members, as the old man couldn't speak English.
Let me tell you about him, child. Why does he say child all the time?
I'm guessing
Wait, he followed orders as 19-year-olds tend to do. The orders of kamikaze but failing? Like, what are you talking about?
But he lived?
the
Right.
pair became friends, which is how Patrick knows so much about his backstory.
Wait, Pearl Harbor?
As he matured into adulthood, Patrick embraced his passion
This
for
is the
sci-fi
fakest story I've ever heard in my
and became
entire
an author,
life.
writing many books which have mixed reviews. He also turned his hand to stand-up comedy, but this wasn't very successful for him as he wasn't very funny. Plus,
You ready for this joke? You ready for this joke? You ready for this joke?
he would open up some of his sets by inviting the audience to leave if they were offended by edgy jokes, which kind of kills the mood.
Oh, I'm excited for his edgy joke.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's funny.
Here we go. Here we go.
If you have a weak constitution, or if you generally, are made uncomfortable by that, then please, stand up.
As we all know,
You
like the edgiest and funniest people always give a warning about how edgy they are beforehand and tell you to please leave the room if you what?
I like to
This is
scream
so
the N-word
gay.
and watch their reaction.
The way we got exothermic reaction for 5 subs. Manny Canton for 5 subs.
Thank you.
Shrimpin' Kick says the only thing Japan did wrong was pick a fight with the big American bull. Bonsai! Bonsai!
enjoy your evening elsewhere. We will be happy to refund any of the money that you spent on your tickets to do so.
I thought he was doing a joke here, but it's like an actual PSA. Like, dude.
And there's no judgment here. It's not everybody's taste. But other than that, anybody? I promise we won't stare at your back as you walk out of here, collectively.
You gotta laugh, bless him.
But the thing is, it's like, okay, guys, we're gonna be saying offensive jokes, so leave now if you want to. It's like, are they gonna be racist, misogynist, anti-Semitic? Like, what kind of edgy?
Offensive to who?
Who?
Exactly.
You know?
No?
Yeah, the best comics do trigger
Patrick then
warnings.
proceeded.
That's
By the way, this is the guy who's going to tell us Norm Macdonald's not funny, by the way. Okay. Right.
One of the most tame and non-offensive comedy sets imaginable. In 2002,
We should watch its full set. You down one day? Friday?
Maybe. Let's see how this goes. Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
started
It's
to
going to
sell
be rough.
Okay.
medical insurance, as well as being an author and a comic. Then, in another totally real story that Patrick tells, in 2004, he claims that someone tried to carjack him, but Pat asked the armed robber if he could drive a manual car.
What?
To
This
which the
never
robber said no.
happened. So then he taught the thief, the carjacker, how to drive stick?
Okay. You know how like some
This
people say-
never happened.
This is not even like a maybe.
Liar
It's just
alert! Liar alert!
Did he think that we'd believe this?
Chiosaurus
just-
for a sub. I guess so.
Stared at each other before the robber just kind of left. At this stage, Patrick S. Tomlinson seemed like a normal middle-class guy
Did he?
living a normal life. Well, a normal life with what seems like over-exaggerated stories littered throughout. On his website, he states that him and his wife live in Milwaukee with an array.
No, it's
why
always
did he feel
Wisconsin.
I know. That's why I made the joke about riding bulls in Wisconsin. They're all
Okay,
love
okay,
bulls.
okay. I didn't catch
Yeah.
that. I was reading chat, but dude, why is it all Wisconsin-based LOLCOWs in the last fucking 2 months? What happened?
I don't know.
Is Wisconsin
There's something in
okay?
the water.
Is Wisconsin okay?
No, they're not, buddy. They're all Elkies in
I'm
Wisconsin.
gonna be
They're
real.
all fucking
Wisconsin
drunk.
needs to go at this point. Press 1 if you're from Wisconsin, okay, guys?
Of houseplants in
not
varying
gonna be
levels of
anybody
health.
here
He
from
owns
there.
a Mustang car and a Triumph motorbike.
Okay, we got
that
a
he
few
brought-
Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I take it back, all right? You could stay.
No, nuke
specifically to
Wisconsin. Fuck it.
You're like, no.
Even if the fallout kills me here in Ontario, it will be worth it to see all the sconies wiped from the earth.
You'll get that 5 seconds before the radiation hits you, you know?
Embarrass and infuriates Harley riders. And on his Twitter, he states that he is a screaming rage demon of light and justice.
Oh, that's
but beneath
cringe,
this mundane
man.
facade lay a more disturbing story. Patrick's marriage was not going as well as he had thought. His wife and one of his friends were growing closer.
Who the fuck
which
is
can
that
be seen in a
fuck?
collection of photos.
Did you see
taken
that guy in the red? Whoa, is that the
Randy?
guy cut? Is that the bull? No, go back. There
That's
was a
Randy, bro.
ginormous...
Oh my God.
Bro, this is a Philadelphia Collins level, buddy. Look at that fucking greasy old neck beard on him. In the goatee combo.
He's got a Twinkie
what
shirt.
the fuck?
One of his friends
These are
were
his
growing
friends,
closer,
huh?
which can be seen in a collection of photos taken at a party. The lady sitting lovingly on the bald
Is
man.
that his wife?
Matt Jarbo?
Is that his? It's gonna turn out his wife is sitting on the bald
no.
bull's fucking lap, isn't it?
Oh no! Oh
That's
no!
what's
Lap
gonna
is, in fact,
happen, not
Patrick's
bald
wife.
bull.
With
Oh,
Patrick
no.
being in the same room while this was taking
No,
place.
not the cock corner! No, Patrick, no!
Wisconsin and Cox.
Cockle alert!
No, we have Jer,
No!
Scarlett, and Ralph, and now this guy?
No.
All from Wisconsin, all being cucked?
It can't be.
To no
It's in
one's
fact you
surprise,
who
his
is the
wife would
cuckold
leave Patrick
stalker
for this
child.
man while she
No!
was pregnant.
You hear
To
Ash!
no one's surprise, his wife would leave Patrick for this man while she was pregnant with Pat's child. In the
I saw it coming a mile away. It was pretty. The moment I saw that photograph, I knew.
Oh.
What are we looking at here? One of the comments that Patrick made to Rona was that he was going to wait until Adrian had the baby and then kill both her and the newborn. What? What the fuck? What's wrong with this guy, man?
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is according to Rona. I guess this is her statement. I received a call of threats. He had made threats against his soon-to-be ex-wife. Okay, so this is... Who is Rona then? So Adrian is his wife. Rona stated that Patrick has spoken to her. Who the fuck is Rona? Does
I have no
anyone
idea.
know?
I know
Okay.
Rona is like
I
a
spoke
hardware
to
store
him.
in Ontario.
He
here.
admitted to threatening to kill John, but stated... I love how he admits to threatening to kill John.
Wife,
but stated
sister.
he did not
Wife, sister.
make any comments about harming Adrian or the unborn child.
Rona is his wife's sister, so...
Patrick was advised he was going to be arrested for disorderly conduct. So this mugshot was for disorderly conduct. But he didn't have the means to post the $150 bond. Or he did have the means. Okay. And he was released.
the resulting messy circumstances, Patrick would be arrested for threatening to kill his wife and unborn child, with Pat eventually losing access to his daughter. He would then go on to talk about this breakup in his comedy.
Physical beauty's never going to come at you like, honey, do these yoga pants make my ass look like it's going to leave you after 9 years for no apparent reason?
Fuck
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
don't think it was for no apparent reason. I think it was for the bald bull's big cock there.
That was
Pat.
fucking comedy gold. That's fucking funny.
And then emotionally manipulate the vulnerabilities created by my selfish actions to get you to give up the rights so the baby is growing in my womb even now.
Fuck yeah.
No?
Okay.
That's something.
That's a nervous laugh.
This is disturbing, man. This is like, all right, go ahead, Pat.
Oddly specific, but go ahead.
Yeah, he's definitely funnier than Norm for sure. Yeah, I bet. Fuck.
So I'm divorced. I hate that woman. I just hate it. And I don't like the way we misuse the word hate these days, because like we just throw it everywhere. We just just overuse it to the point that it's lost all meaning. Like just yesterday, I was in line behind a young lady in Starbucks, and she looked right at the barista and was just like, "Oh God, I hate peppermint." It's like, you hate peppermint? Really?
Fuck yeah!
Where is this going?
watching Ashton like watch this joke is like Phil trying to like wonder why he has no money coming in. You're like, what?
Peppermint divorced you, so 3 months later I could marry your friend Spearmint? Did that?
Fucking, that was good.
Is Peppermint preventing you from seeing your little candy cane right now? Is that somebody's... Do you ever wrestle for a week with whether or not...
Jeez, man, he's got a lot of trauma.
Is that something that's happening?
Is this a sad middle-aged man whose whole life has fallen apart after he got divorced and is now coping about it through the mechanism of stand-up comedy? And I imagine he's an alcoholic. Like, I don't know that, but I'm going to guess that he is.
Yeah, suffer, Norm. Oh, like the laughter and
no,
it's
this
all
is
it's all
crying.
nervous laughter.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
good.
crying poorly disguised as comedy. Exactly, Peon Posse. Exactly.
You just like peppermint. It's not your thing. You got to earn hate, folks, like airline miles. All right, you just got to put the time in.
What happens after this breakup is a little confusing, as Patrick gives varying accounts. In some, he sinks into a massive depression, and in others, he is having the time of his life, having one-night stands regularly. What is for sure is that he would eventually meet a lady named Mickey Robinson, and the pair got married. The next
made a
thing
joke
of note,
about
and
killing
remember,
his
this
wife.
is all stuff from before the main story gets going. He competes in a quiz where the loser has to eat spicy chicken wings every time they get an answer wrong. The man running the quiz appears to be a convicted child predator named Jackson.
No!
Okay.
Why? So, why can't there be any story on the internet or character on the internet that doesn't involve pedophilia? Like, I was just hoping that this one would be different.
There's no... That
there would, like... What do you mean, man? Like, okay. Oh, it turns out they're all pedophiles. Damn it.
When this was discovered, Pat stated that he was never friends with this man, even though there is footage of Pat stating very clearly that they are good friends.
Guys, a great friend of mine. You guys hear him every morning on Q106. Well, not you, you're all asleep.
Q106, pedals in the morning.
For Jackson Jones!
But the man who collected funds for children battling for their health is accused of contributing to harm against kids by possessing child pornography.
In case you were wondering, Patrick lost the quiz, with many speculating that he intentionally lost so that he could eat more chicken wings. He also uploaded videos to his YouTube channel that never really took off. On this account, he would post kind of...
capital of USA? New York? But I guess I'll have to eat one of these chicken wings then.
He's just hungry, you know?
Short vlogs of his day-to-day life.
Right
clips of
Minnesota! I guess with this content, you know,
comedy shows and recipes or comedy skits. It's a little hard to know what this is, really.
Patrick Tomlinson here to show you how to make a quick and easy breakfast and lose all of your English and Asian friends at the same time. Step 1, get some water boiled.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. There was a lot to unpack there, in my opinion. First of all, why is he taking it upon himself to show us how to make breakfast? Who told him that it was his responsibility to tell us how to cook fucking breakfast?
You know what? Good point.
And then what does this have to do with white and Asian people? Like, what?
There's a joke here somewhere. Watch.
Step 2, drop some ramen in there.
Okay. Asian.
Oop, yeah, don't want that.
That's a ramen noodle packet, Pat. That's not breakfast.
Yeah, throw the flavor packet out. Won't need
Buddy,
it.
he threw the flavor packet in the fucking water.
Is this... I almost said the N-word. Is this motherfucker gonna put tea in fucking water?
Like DSP. What is he doing? Okay.
Step 3, get a big cup and a nice strong breakfast tea.
No. Is he gonna put the water from
Step 4, pour those noodles right in the teacup.
Okay.
There we go.
Why?
This is a joke.
Step 5. Allow to seep for 45 minutes, stirring occasionally.
45 minutes? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Add milk.
There's no way.
Why?
He's not eating this.
And now you're ready to enjoy your traditional breakfast ramen tea.
All right, maybe he deserved what
He deserves everything. He deserves everything he got.
So bad. Don't ever do this. No one ever do this.
Okay,
This is terrible.
Oh, he's fucking kidding around. You see? We judged
he's
too
a real
soon.
trickster. Okay.
We were tricked. We were tricked.
Hilarious and or delicious, whatever the case may be. One of the main things that he used his YouTube channel for was sharing his political views, as this seems to be one of his main passions in life. Patrick describes himself as a true conservative for some reason that I can't quite work out, but really he would be considered far left by most people on the political spectrum.
How can I be conservative? Bring it back.
Work out, but really he would be considered.
How can I be a conservative and fight so hard for the Democrats? I'm not. I'm fighting for America. The Dems are the only party doing that. So here we are.
What?
I can disagree with the Dems on policy and still hate you. Okay. So we're dealing with a real special retard.
Honestly, lock him up.
Considered far left by most people on the political spectrum. His rants never got much attention on YouTube, but it was Twitter that was his main outlet, and he would gain some moderate success on his platform. His Twitter handle is Stealthy Geek, with him choosing this name, as on the outside he is a tough guy, but on the inside he is a nerd. How both heartwarming and intimidating. One of his most viral tweets from this early stage was him refuting the pro-life argument with a question that he claims has never been answered.
How are you conservative then?
The tweet lays out a thought experiment asking, would you save a child or a tube of embryos from a burning building? This tweet flew around Twitter, landing in Ben Shapiro's lap, who covered it on his show.
He's going to get owned with facts and logic by Ben Shapiro. Oh, God.
Refuted Patrick's claim.
Oh, boy.
Here's his argument in favor of abortion. And it just drips with condescension and disdain. Anyone who disagrees with him is a fool and a liar. I'm so sick of that attitude. I really am. If I haven't
Ben
made that clear
displays it all the
I'm going to make
time.
it clear now with regard to Patrick Tomlinson. Here's what he tweeted, quote.
After everyone was done frantically refuting each other, Patrick came out on top as he had gained many more.
How was Patrick famous enough that was he just a random guy who blew up or
it's just slow. I know it's just low hanging fruit for Ben to dunk on.
Okay.
Where
fair,
it went.
Fair.
I think everybody was putting it on Twitter, retweeting it, dunking on him. So Ben was like, aha, here I am.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he was a YouTuber or something.
Followers due to the attention that this tweet received. He was now riding high, calling himself a political firebrand and bragging about having an IQ of 140. But Patrick
stop it! Anybody who ever tells you they have an IQ of 140 is fucking retarded. Certified. Straight up.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
He is an actual real-life tough guy who has mastered many martial arts.
I'm one of those actual real-life tough guys.
It seems that somewhere in this rapid rise to mediocrity, Patrick started to get very paranoid. In 2017, he claimed that his apartment was burgled, with the robbers taking his joke book and his...
They stole his joke book and his gun.
Right.
Okay.
This is a message from someone who doesn't like what I have to say. Are there police reports of this? Did this happen?
Conceal carry handgun. Pat thinks that this was done by some shadowy force that didn't like the things that he was saying. He also started to claim that people had...
Wait, so you break into someone's house to steal his notebook?
Oh my God. So Patrick here is making the first mistake when you deal with this shit, which is to bring attention to it. Because the more you talk about getting doxxed and swatted, the more you're going to get doxxed and swatted. Mm-hmm. Because people know that they're going to get a reaction out of you by doing it. So they're going to do it way more, which, obviously they shouldn't do. It's completely fucked. Yep. And me and Andy have both been swatted and shit. But
many times, yeah.
It
happens. But, I'm sorry, not notebook, joke book. His jokes were too much about the, the divorce or whatever.
Him made threats to SWAT him, and that his website was being targeted by DDoS attacks. It's a little unclear who these people were, but some kind.
Not the I
Not
voted
the
sticker
mask.
on the mask.
He voted. Oh no, Patrick, buddy.
The rival group engaged in political activism seems to be what Patrick thought. This would make sense, as Patrick himself regularly made threats to his political rivals.
Whoa. We gotta bring it back, Andy.
This would
some
make
of these
sense
are fucking crazy. Ballots, bullets, or blades? He's ready for whatever? Why would, I studied the art of the blade. Like, he's a fucking samurai? Like, he's gonna bust out his fucking katana and battle the Trump supporters at the Capitol? Ballots. Failing that. Bullets. Pat, who the fuck do you think you are? Are you okay, bro? this is a LARP and a half.
We have to phone Frank, the neighbor.
Patrick himself regularly made threats to his political rivals and cheered when they got attacked. On a small sci-fi podcast, Patrick claims that he would get death threats via email, to which he replies with a photo of himself naked holding a rifle.
At this point, I don't think he was getting any of this shit, but I think that he cried wolf so many fucking times that eventually the real wolf showed up, and then everybody thought it was really fucking funny. That's what I'm gonna predict happened. I don't know, but
which gun they would like to get shot with. Thankfully, I've been unable to find any of these photos online, so would guess that this is a fake claim by Patrick, or maybe his trolls haven't posted them as they don't want to inflate his ego due to him packing some serious meat between his legs. I kind of doubt this, though.
I have gotten 6 death threats in the last 3 weeks, and I have a standard response to them now, which I have found to be very effective. When somebody sends me a death threat, it's usually on my private email because they don't want to do it out in public where it'd be easy to just screen cap or whatever. I have a picture of me, buck naked, holding an assault rifle with a rage erection.
So, yeah, that's totally normal, by the way. Is to send a picture of yourself naked holding a gun to somebody threatening to kill you?
You've done that.
What?
We've all.
Whoa, you really owned them, Pat. You didn't just cause them to keel over and die laughing at your tiny micro penis and impotent threats of fucking violence. But obviously this shit never fucking happened. This never happened. Nobody did this. Come on. If it did exist, the photograph would have been leaked by now, no? Does the photograph exist?
Also, screenshot the emails. Where's the emails? We have the emails? Or is there no email?
None of this ever happened.
Oh.
None of this ever happened. He just wants the attention so badly.
It's a 0% chance.
He wants to be important so badly. That's what this is.
Listen, bro. That's fucking insane. 6 people?
To meet you, I wonder which one you're more afraid of getting shot with. And then nothing happens after that. That's pretty much the end of that.
Nothing ever happens anyway.
Works great so far.
Sounds, amazing. Fantastic.
Around this time, he would also brag on another podcast that he knows how to deal with.
I'll just say this. When it comes to the death threat stuff, the people who are actually going to kill you aren't going to tell you that they're coming to kill you.
Yeah. I'm going to kill you.
Usually.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just not, that's not usually how it goes down. Not to say that it would never happen that way, but let's be real. It's just not really how it goes down.
Online trolls due to him being a comedian.
And
so
what?
It was
he got
him
death threats for 2 tweets? It's fucking retarded.
That would end up having fun with them.
And it's not that there aren't trolls and racists and sexists and all that. The trouble is they run into me, and I don't.
Oh, stop it! No, you obviously do, just by how tricked.
And I know how to deal with them in person.
This is actually.
No, this guy's. Oh my god, this guy's fucked in the head.
He's demented. He's actually fucking demented.
No, but he knows how to deal with them. He's a badass. He's a trained stand-up comedian. He studied the art of verbal jiu-jitsu. Those racist trolls never stood a chance. Stalker child.
To deal with them online, and they don't last long. But when they go after me, I just laugh. And then I have my fun.
It sounds like
Remember
you're crying.
this claim as we move forward. Patrick knows how to deal with trolls, and it's him that ends up tormenting them. I guess we'll see how well that works out. Regardless of his bravado, Patrick was now
like
dealing
he
with
handled
internet
it the
trolls, or
worst
at least
possible
claiming
way
they.
you could. The worst thing you can ever do is challenge people on the internet to do shit. You can't do this. Oh, they're gonna do it to you, motherfucker.
They'll try. They'll try.
I don't know what to say. Like, they will, bro. They will. Don't challenge people. You can't. No, they will, bro.
Like when
they
Ralph
will.
goes like,
right.
"You'll never find where," and then they find him immediately.
They find immediately. Like, it's not that hard, you know. Like, if you fuck with the wrong person, they will rape you, bro.
He was to get attention. But sadly for him, this wasn't even the foreplay for what would happen next.
The tweet. Oh, there's the Norm tweet? Scary music.
On September the 11th, 2018, Patrick S. Tomlinson would post a tweet that changed his life forever. In this momentous tweet, he would state that he thought comedian Norm Macdonald was never funny. This was coming off the back of Norm Macdonald.
It's his own personal 9/11.
Wow.
Okay. Now, I thought that what had happened is he posted this on like the day that Norm died, and that's why everybody was pissed. But we'll see. Okay.
He thought comedian Norm Macdonald was never funny. This was coming off the back of Norm Macdonald getting backlash for comments that he made about the Me Too movement. At first, no one really paid attention to this tweet as it was a pretty nothing statement, and in another time and place would have been forgotten to history, but not on this timeline. On this timeline, someone on the Opie and Anthony subreddit saw this tweet and posted it.
Oh no. Not the Opie and Anthony subreddit, buddy.
The O&A pests are like intense. Like they're
They're hardcore.
They've always been hard fucking core since O&A days back in the day. Like
about it on the subreddit. Again, no one really cared too much on the subreddit as no one really knew who Patrick was. So it was just some random guy's worthless opinion on a comedian. There were, however, a few angry replies to this tweet and Patrick argued back to these replies. Sadly, these interactions have been lost to time, but it was this that first put him on the radar of the trolls as someone who could be milked for a few laughs. The Opie and Anthony subreddit had started off as a fan group for the shock jock comedic duo, but over time turned into more of an anti-fan group, a place where people with outrageous senses of humour could gather and talk about shocking things and troll.
Okay, he's underplaying it. They did stuff that make like A-logs blush. Like, they were fucking crazy, dude.
People on the internet for fun.
In the funniest way possible.
Struggled trying to outwit these faceless trolls, the tie to their grip became, until he was a favourite topic of discussion on the subreddit. They would Photoshop tweets to make it look like he had said something that he hadn't, edit photos of an adult nature to include Patrick's face, mass flag his Facebook, then mass flag his beloved Twitter account, with it eventually getting banned, so he set up another one. Then that got banned. So he started to use his cat's Twitter account to argue with trolls, pretending that he was just some person who saw injustice springing to Patrick's defense. They then began to review bomb his books on Amazon, giving them 1 star and comparing his writing to a 3rd grader with learning disabilities. Next was his small YouTube account, which was bombarded with all kinds of horrible comments. Then they reported him to the Southern Poverty Law Centre for making racist dog whistles, which was the final straw for Patrick, who is now determined to take these trolls down.
Hey, we all been there, right?
So he wrote a blog about how Twitter is being...
You're never gonna take down the trolls, bro. It's never gonna fucking happen. Oh no!
Who hasn't been reported to the SCLP?
I know, right? It's
just a normal thing, right, guys?
Used to silence good people like him and women. He made
we got Ravioli Walrus for 5
subs.
What
big
a great
support.
Name, the Ravioli Walrus. Is that my fucking alt? Let's get some subs. For this Patrick Tomlinson. What? Now, guys, you asked.
Now, guys,
where's the support?
cleared that the blog was for women's rights, but mainly Twitter was being used to silence him. He then wrote another blog titled Trolls on the Loose, where he explains to the reader tactics like doxing and swatting. Sadly for Patrick, it was only really the trolls that would read these blogs and
Gamergate again. Kino Gazebo for 5 subs. Eels up inside ya
for 5 subs. Frank Booth for 4 subs. And John in the Red, Z06 for 5
Subtrain. Let's go.
Woo, choo choo.
SPLC is like auto-modded? That's crazy.
Use them to mock him more.
I put a space in it, guys.
Completely unable to just not respond to troll comments. No matter how silly or ridiculous the comment, Pat is sure to reply. And as we'll see later, this tendency has completely spiraled his life into one of the most preposterous spectacles the internet has to offer. The next thing of note is when he appeared on a podcast called Damsels of Dorkington, which was then inundated with comments accusing Patrick of liking children a little too much and questioning the podcast for giving such a man platform. As is the case with Patrick, he would take to the comments of this little viewed YouTube video in an attempt to finally own the trolls so badly that they dare not return. He proceeded to...
You were never a sub, my child, but like referring to everybody as child when you're accused of pedophilia is probably not a smart move. Someone should let you know your tired game doesn't work when the accusations aren't true, my child. Okay?
Creepy.
Reply to pretty much every comment, with my personal favourite being, I don't talk like a sassy black woman, child. I accurately assign you the label you beg for via your actions. You act like a child, so I label you a child, as you demanded. I think this was the first time that Patrick would use one of his most infamous catchphrases, child. When he replies to the trolls, he continuously just calls them child, which, given the context of some of the things that are being discussed, leads Patrick to make
you know, you just said it.
Some very questionable statements. We'll look at some of his more funny tweets later on, but for now, the Damsels of Dorkington podcast would get more dislikes than likes and ended up turning off the comments for this video. Him now calling all of the trolls child had made him a fan favourite on the Opie and Anthony subreddit, which was only helped when Patrick posted to Reddit claiming that he had been carefully detailing every last shred of the harassment campaign against him, so that he could take each individual involved to court for liable. Pat stated that he had over 300 IP addresses for the trolls, which were saved on a spreadsheet, which of course the trolls loved, as he was now putting in so much effort trying to bring them all down. The good times on the Opie and Anthony
I'm sure you had everyone's IP address, Pat. Like, shut the fuck up.
I just don't know what he was thinking, LARPing like this. Like, he got checked, obviously, big time.
Yeah, honestly, man.
Reddit would soon be coming to an end, though, as a
fucking with the O&A Reddit was like fucking with Cyrax's fucking A-logs. It's like, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Moderator named Space Edge declared that there would be no more Pat posts on the subreddit.
It's literally his local IP address he
and the
posted.
person posting getting banned. This mod would very quickly get backlash, which gave Patrick a short break, as now there was a civil war breaking out on the subreddit. Space Edge banned many Pat posters, who then went on to make new subreddits made up of all the
Ash, I showed you this briefly a month ago.
There's an Ash on screen. Okay.
Oh shit, there is. Yeah, I showed you this briefly. Remember, I was showing you the thing of Anthony Cumia and his brother was on People's Court.
Right.
Remember?
Yes.
It was because the O&A pass basically pushed him to a level where he had to go to People's Court to defend himself because the A-logs. That's who they are.
Podcasts of the Opie and Anthony subreddit. They went on to dox Space Edge and release footage of him shoplifting at a vape shop. Something I'll point out with the Opie and Anthony trolls is that everything they talk about is layered with in-jokes on top of in-jokes. So it makes it very difficult for an outsider like me to make sense of what they're talking about a lot of the time. The trolls also claim that Space Edge is a crack investigative reporter named Thomas Apostle, who feeds Patrick fake information. I think this is some kind of in-joke and that Thomas Apostle is just another troll, but honestly I'm not too sure. Patrick then claims that he was able to change Reddit's harassment policies in order to ban the Opie and Anthony subreddit and all of its offshoots.
It had nothing to do with
They harassed me
him.
on Reddit so much that I actually
Who the fuck is this bitch?
managed to get the Reddit administrators to change the site's harassment policies for the first time ever in order specifically to eradicate this group from the website. And so they had their subreddits banned, I think like 70 of them, because they just kept trying to remake new ones or take over other ones. So
this is like Osama bin Laden claiming responsibility for 9/11 and then being surprised when his organization got wiped off the face of the fucking earth. You know? Like, this is the thing is I doubt that he had anything to do with it in all seriousness, but when you claim responsibility for this shit, don't be surprised, bro, when you get fucking felted clean. We got CNC Auto Theism for 5
subs. Big support. Thank you so much, CNC.
This targeted campaign.
This must have seemed like a big win for Patrick, who had finally defeated the pesky trolls. But sadly for him, Reddit was the limiting factor, the thing that was keeping a lid on the whole situation. Having been forsaken from Reddit, the trolls set up their own forum called the Opie and Anthony Forum, where the hardcore concentrated and could say and do whatever they wanted with no risk of getting banned. At this stage, things were still pretty low-key. He was getting mean comments on the internet by some people on the subreddit. But now Patrick had made mortal enemies.
And by the way, that was in 2019, right?
At this stage, things were saying
2019? Okay. And remember, O&A ended like after this was created. So these guys just stayed a team after O&A was already done.
So like, how long did O&A go for? I thought these guys like broke up in like 2005. They were going for a long time, eh?
I listened until 2014, 2015. Yeah. 2014.
Okay.
And then that's when I started doing YouTube videos, like really like hardcore every single day.
Whatever they wanted with no risk of getting banned. At this stage,
but all the pests stuck around as a group, and they were still called the O&A pests, even though O&A never existed anymore at that point.
Still pretty low-key. He was getting mean comments on the internet by some people on the subreddit. But now Patrick had made mortal enemies who were unrestricted as they had their own forum to plot and scheme on. The O&A forum seems like a more hardcore version of Kiwi Farms, where pretty much anything goes. For example, they have a thing called the Dirty Diaper Army, who really like dirty diapers and post about them all of the time. Why they do this, I'm not too sure, but the more degenerate the joke, the more the forum finds it funny, I guess. The trolls on this website refer to themselves as pests. Pests.
Right.
It's a strange word to say. If I can work out how to say that word moving forward, I'll refer to them as pests. If not, then I'll just call them trolls or rats or cockroaches or something. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It was now war, and Patrick was the main focus of the forum. But Pat was still blissfully unaware of the storm that was brewing.
Yeah, he's
and he even got some more
through
good
the
news when he got his main Twitter account back after paying $5,000 in what I'm guessing were legal fees. This would be the last bit of good news that Patrick would get for many years to come. He started to get more death threats daily and threats sent to his publisher. The bar that he writes his books in would get bombarded with calls asking why they have someone who likes children a little too much drink in there. They called his gym to claim that he was taking photos up women's skirts, created fake accounts using Pat's name, photo and email address, then harassed people online pretending to be Patrick. They went after his family and friends, took secret photos of him while he was out and about, then posted them. Whatever you can think of, they have probably done it to Patrick at some point and had many laughs doing it. From Pat's side of things, he sees himself as a troll hunter fighting a righteous war against people that he claims are far-right extremists.
Let it go,
trying to do
Pat.
him and his family
Pat, they're not far-right extremists. They're fucking trolls, you idiot. They don't care. Give a fuck. They don't care about anything, you dummy.
Like, people who like think that is so ridiculous. They went after brother Joe, Anthony Cumia's brother Joe. They went after him and acted like leftists to get him banned from the music.
It reminds
gigs.
me of like when Medicare had to explain to V like what trolling was, and like V was like convinced it was all like hardened neo-Nazis. Da 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 da. Oh my god.
Buddy, they went after Brother Joe pretending to be leftists, and then vice versa for this guy, apparently. So,
do have a lot to cover in this story, so make up your own mind who you think is right or wrong as we go along. Being an experienced troll hunter, Pat understands the importance of intelligence gathering, so takes whatever information he can, but unfortunately for Pat, he doesn't seem to be very good at figuring out good intelligence from bad intelligence. Very bad intelligence, so proudly posts fake information to his Twitter, like claiming to have uncovered the identity of one of his trolls, the infamous Space Edge, who Patrick thinks is actually a man named Canyon Boykin, who was a police officer who was charged but later released for manslaughter.
What?
All the time that Patrick was told that the ONA forums were
I can tell, like,
by an
already.
Indian man.
Already, the story, so we're 23 minutes in, and there's another hour and 10 minutes. Already, it's getting complicated and convoluted, and I can only imagine it's going to compound as we go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Like, there's quite a lore to this fellow that I was unaware of. I just thought he said stalker child.
This is actually really well done. Again, I've linked his channel here. Interesting things from around the world right there. He has great documentaries. He actually did the famous King Snake arc with us and Phil, remember? Did a whole hour documentary. It's really good too.
Named Raul Kumar, and that the whole pest operation was paid for by a far-right comedian. Patrick would spread this information far and wide on the podcasts that he appeared on. Back in the real world, away from the pests, a small group of people arranged a protest outside of a sci-fi convention to bring attention to the large amounts of child predators that they claim were in the...
Okay, I thought it was like a pedophilia protest directly targeted at Pat. That's what I thought was going on. Like,
for a second, I thought that too.
From Pat, I guess not.
Like thousands of people show up to stop him from raping kids.
Sci-fi community. So Patrick joined a counter-protest who wore pink t-shirts with the words
wait.
Counter-protest?
Let me just get this straight. He counter-protested against the people calling out pedophiles. So he protested in support of pedophilia.
No.
And he wonders why he got swatted 50 times. Okay. Right.
Wait.
Right, okay. Yeah,
so you're anti-pedos have shirts that say, I'm here to help with what?
Like what? Them molesting children?
They're going to rape the kid? Like, I'm
Are you going to groom them? Are you going to distract Chris Hansen, pull down his underwear? Will they diddle the kid? Or like, what the fuck? What's happening?
Wait, what?
Help written on them. He then said,
okay, look at this group of anti-pedophiles. You know, like... few sus things.
They kind of look like, you know what I mean? They kind of look like the sort of people you might think are like that.
Okay. What do we...
Whoa.
Okay.
It's about confronting the protesters and bragging on Twitter how he had to be dragged away from getting in the face of one of these people.
Are we missing something?
Let me at him. He's like a scrappy dude. And a few people had to help me disengage from a fascist. What?
What's the fascism here?
That they're not letting people molest children, I guess.
I guess that's a way of looking at it. If you're a pedophile rapist.
20 brought lockdowns and COVID. So now with more time on his hands, Patrick could dedicate himself fully to hunting trolls. Like a bird flying in the mud, he would bring down this unknown
Old
group.
Man Kung Fu says Patrick believed it was all a mega psyop, which is why he counter-protested.
Like, what?
Okay.
That people wanted to stop pedophiles? Is a psyop? Even if it was, why would you join the other side? You know what I mean? Like, even if it was a complete psyop, you're going to join the pedophiles and go, actually, like, what? This is fucking crazy.
With faceless pests once and for all. Sadly for him, it would be the pests that scored the next point and mark an escalation in the story when an advert was taken out on Craigslist claiming that Patrick was giving away free food to homeless people. Which sounds nice. The free food that Patrick was giving out was in fact pepperoni that had been made from kidnapped African American children. With the ad claiming that Patrick
Wait.
Oh no!
Let me go back. Let me go back.
No, my statement at the beginning where I said I liked pepperoni didn't age well.
No,
no, buddy.
Hey, I got it. Okay, wait, what?
Patrick was giving out was in fact pepperoni, which is Craigslist, and mark an escalation in the story when an advert was taken out on Craigslist claiming that Patrick was giving away free food to homeless people, which sounds nice. The free food that Patrick was giving
on Craigslist. Now, isn't that free to put up an ad on Craigslist? It's not like they put this in the newspaper or on a billboard or something.
Wait, someone put on Craigslist, I'm giving out free food to homeless people, and it happens to be made from African American children?
Right.
And people read that and went, oh my God, this
so you have to pay to post on Craigslist? We don't use Craigslist in Canada.
It's Kijiji or whatever the fuck it is.
Giving out was in fact pepperoni that had been made from kidnapped African American children, with the ad claiming that Patrick was grinding them up in his basement. This advertisement was then used to get to the police to visit Patrick and check that he was.
So someone's like, hey, I just saw an ad where some guy's grinding African American children in his basement to make pepperoni to give to the homeless people?
Man,
and the police were like, okay. We'll check this out.
That adds up. I'm sure the guy who's doing that would just publicly confess to that. Yeah, let's go kick his fucking door down. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, this is crazy.
And actually grinding up local black children to make pepperoni. I think this was the first of what would be many visits the police would make to Patrick's home. Things would get worse for Patrick when he got a speeding ticket and was ordered to attend a traffic hearing. Due to COVID, this hearing would have to be done over a Zoom call. That was open to members of the public.
In just the last 5 years? It sounds like this is the sort of shit that would happen in like 2004. You know, the cops
to now, like all the way to now.
In 2021, are fucking believing that some guy on Craigslist is posting that he's turning African American children into pepperoni and showing up to Bud's house, be like,
kicking his door down.
Care to explain? Where are the children in your basement, Pat?
These cops are fucking retarded, bro. They're like the dumbest cops in the world.
The pests joined and somehow had microphone permissions. One of the people attending the hearing.
The pests got microphone permissions to his court hearing on Zoom for his fucking driving incident.
Was named
How the fuck?
Norman Macdonald, and another one was named Thomas Apostle, who I'm guessing was there to report on the hearing. During the hearing, it appears that Patrick was overcome with a severe case of flatulence.
But the deal would remain the same. I'm sorry, there was some crosstalk there.
What I understand, everybody needs to mute their computer or their telephone or whatever device they're using. We're experiencing a lot of background and feedback noise at the present time.
Very well. Thank you.
Wait,
I'm not quite sure who's making all the background noise or the feedback noise.
I used to keep calling it background or feedback noise.
I'm Patrick Tomlinson.
Ripping ass.
What the fuck is going on? How is this real, dude? What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is John.
Oh, fucking, what a farce, bro.
Did you hear
what
that?
a fucking show.
The People's Court.
Yeah, the People's
Is
Court.
that a callback to fucking to Brother Joe being fucking A-logged by the People's Court? I think it was.
This is the plaintiff, Patrick
I'm
Tomlinson.
hearing a lot of background noise.
I gotta rewind this.
Oh, yeah, this is John.
This is the plaintiff, Patrick
I'm hearing
Tomlinson.
a lot, I'm hearing a lot of background noise.
Milwaukee writer who
Yeah.
abandoned his daughter like a pussy.
3706, please mute your device. The bare minimum in terms of what I have that I can offer. I'm not sure if the court can do anything different.
Involved in my younger years in shooting matches between Star Trek and Star Wars fans. All right, nobody died. There was some pretty big
Will
injuries.
Tate.
You know, there was some
Okay,
people that went to the
Please mute.
so I'm guessing this is a real story that Patrick claimed that he got into shooting matches with Star Trek and Star Wars fans,
Okay.
which obviously never happened. Like, I don't think there actually was. Nobody died.
The guy's so mad, by the way.
I wasn't even aware there was really a rivalry between Star Trek and Star Wars fans. And when I saw like the movie Fanboy, you ever see a Fanboys?
Yes, classic.
I was
classic.
pretty confident they made that shit up, but maybe there is.
That's so funny, man. Oh man, I'm like dying. This is actually really fucking funny.
Mute your device.
He was given a $200 fine for his speeding. Patrick and the Pests were now at the start of a feud that no
All
one...
that for $200?
Just pay. Just pay and get fucked, bro.
wanted to walk away from. A marriage truly made in heaven, or hell, as the case may be. And things were only destined to escalate from here.
Hey, this is Norm Macdonald here, and this is a message for all of Patrick's friends.
Oh no! No! How did this happen? How did this happen?
Is this a cameo? Is this cameo or
this
something?
guy fucking Pat is getting felt in every which way. The timelines are against Pat, bro.
Holy
fuck, no.
I want you to stop picking on your friend Pat. After all, and I quote, his only crime was that he didn't find Norm Macdonald funny.
Wow.
Wait a minute here. I'm Norm Macdonald. And I am funny. Please continue insulting.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's over. Wait a second.
Oh no!
I'm Norm Macdonald.
Rest in piss. It was over for him after that, I'm sure.
This is the greatest documentary. I'm actually upset we didn't do it earlier. This is incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Patrick and the Pests had been locked into an online battle for 2 years now, with neither side showing signs of backing down.
That is
In
such a
fact, both
fruity
sides were
fucking
double-
photo. Like, what the fuck was he thinking?
2 years of battling nonstop, like with the
into the meme war, and you post this sassy sissy picture of you and your Cosmo or whatever the fuck that is.
Holy shit.
No wonder his wife left him for the bald bull, buddy. Whoa, Norm Macdonald should have apologized to me before. What the fuck was he thinking?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
2024?
What a piece of shit!
What a fucking asshole.
Pat demanding that Norm Macdonald apologise to him, and the Pests diving deeper into Patrick's personal affairs, finding out that him and his wife had over $40,000 in COVID loans, with some on the forums speculating that the pair could have been committing
PPP
fraud,
loans?
but as far as I know, these
Yeah, no
speculations were never proven. On Christmas Day, Patrick decided that he was going to cook a nice beef Wellington for him and his wife, and proudly posted a
So, wait a
photo of
minute,
this
pause.
momentous...
So, I don't know if I missed something. I thought he was divorced from his wife. He got a new wife?
Yeah, I actually
or is this
was just wondering.
Did he get a new? Does anybody know, or is this before he has a new wife?
This is 2020
Incels.
new wife. Okay.
Incels.
Go ahead.
We have. What's the excuse now? So this guy's figuring it out. What are we gonna do now?
Someone goes, she's underage. Well, we don't.
He's oofy doofy maxing, bro. Trust me, bro. He's just a beta box, buddy.
Achievement so that the world could appreciate his cooking skills. Unfortunately for Pat, his Wellington was a little bit overdone. Some may say burnt. And this charred Christmas nightmare was soon turned into a meme by the ONA forums who photoshopped it onto the Hindenburg
What the fuck
disaster.
was that? No, but actually, what was that fucking inedible shit? I've never seen any fucking beef Wellington. This is your Christmas dinner, you fucking retard.
Why post that? Why did he post that though? Why did he like
a meme?
I get fucking up a meal, but posting the fucked up meal?
What a fucking retard, buddy. Oh my god.
Can I just say, like, how did this Hindenburg meme like get out of control?
By the ONA forums who photoshopped it onto the Hindenburg disaster. In early 2021, Patrick filed a lawsuit against 60 John Does due to him not having any of the people's real names. The lawsuit was in regards to people leaving bad reviews on his books, with the owner of ONA forums being among the people sued. In the paperwork for the lawsuit, Patrick would detail how these John Does would encourage internet users to leave bad
Mr.
reviews on his books. Reviews such as John Doe number 9, who simply left the review sucks. Man, a few words is John Doe number 9. John Doe 36 was in trouble for taking the domain name patrickstomlinson.net. When people clicked on this website, they were confronted by an alleged Photoshop photo of Patrick giving oral pleasure to Donald Trump. Pat tried to subpoena Cloudflare and Google into giving him all of the information they had on websites such as Kiwi Farms and ONA forums, including the full names, addresses and credit card details for the owners. But the troll websites legally fought back, forcing Patrick to back off and drop this subpoena. As the lawsuit was unfolding in court, the Patrick S. Tomlinson story gained more attention, and he was contacted by a reporter at the Huffington Post who wanted to write an article about his struggles with online trolls. The pair then did a 2-hour interview on the phone with Patrick, giving the reporters all of the facts that he had, such as Kanyan Boykin and the owner of ONA forums Raul Kumar being financed by right-wing extremist comedians to target him. As the interview was coming to an end, the pair lost connection, and when they returned, the reporter had a surprise for Patrick.
Hey Patrick, I think I lost you there. What's up?
The Josiah tapes?
Sorry about that. I was coming in and out of the building that has a bunch of steel in it, and I think it probably f***ed with my signal. So anyway.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I spoke with my supervisor about getting in contact with you.
Okay, so
she says that
I'm gonna guess right now that this wasn't the Huffington Post, was it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think this is clearly not.
It turns out it wasn't the Huffington Post at all, was it?
Oh, okay.
With bitch tits, so we're gonna have to
Well, Josiah was the
owner.
No! She says that you're a fat with bitch tits, so we're gonna have to cancel the article.
Oh, well, the problem with that, sweetie, is that we already figured that out.
We?
You already figured out that you're a fat with bitch tits?
No, we already figured out that you're a complete posing liar, and by the way, you weren't the only person.
Oh, okay. Is that why you did like 2 hours of interviews with me? You're just that intelligent?
Yes, child.
Yeah, who is we?
Yes, child. Yes,
child.
Yes, child.
Yes, child. So what do you think you're going to do with those 2 hours of interviews?
So he's actually saying it like that. Yes, child. I actually thought that was like from Family Guy or something.
Yeah, like a meme that
I saw somebody like it was doing like a prank call where they said it in that exact affect. They're like, yes, child. And I thought, oh, it's like from some show or something. But now it really was Patrick all along.
Yep.
Yes, child.
Go ahead and explain
He says child, like without the D at the end. Yes, child.
it to me.
I'm gonna post them on YouTube.
Good for you, child. What do you think that's going to accomplish other than showing you to be the sociopath and loser that you are?
It's also gonna show that you're a gullible liar. And
yeah, he got him there. He got him there. He's like, yes. Well, yes, it is going to show that I am a sociopath that tricked you and lied, but it's going to show that you're a gullible, retarded liar, Patrick. No, child. No, child.
You in any of those interviews. That's the only problem you guys keep having. You see, I've never lied to you about anything. That's the problem you keep coming back to. Everything I've ever told you has always been true and accurate.
Oh, so you're paying for this lawsuit out of your own pocket? Yeah, that's totally not a lie.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You said you're paying for this lawsuit out of your own pocket. That's obviously a lie. You don't have that kind of money.
Okay, well, the problem with that, child, is that
Oh my
I didn't
God.
say that in those interviews.
Yeah, well, you've said it many times to us and in public, so
No,
now we know.
child, I have
Yes.
No,
It's
child.
so
Yes,
cringe.
child, you have.
This is Kino. This is Kino.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes,
This
child,
is
you
real.
have.
Yes,
No,
child.
I haven't.
No,
You see,
child.
this
He's
is why you
actually
keep screwing up
doing
because
it.
You don't actually
Whereas
listen
it's
to
like
what I'm
me and
saying.
Ralph.
Okay, I'll make sure to
hollering at
accompany
each other.
those.
It's not true. Yes, it is. It's not true. Yes, it is. It's not true. Yes, it is. It's
with
so
screenshots
childish.
of text
Yes,
messages
child.
where you said that you're paying for all of this with your own money. How's that?
Didn't actually say that, little baby girl.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
actually
I'm going
did.
to enjoy what
smug.
happens to you next.
Yeah, I'm gonna
because
enjoy
it's
what
only
happens to you next too. Enjoy bankruptcy.
Baby child, it only gets worse for you from here.
What?
No, it only
You
gets
don't
worse for
know
you.
How much worse it gets for you from here.
Have fun paying
You're
Rahul.
going to learn. No, you sound like you have peanut butter in your mouth, little baby child.
Alright, you have like the comebacks, dude.
Baby child, you
Oh
don't have
my
anything
God.
to say to me. You're always wrong, and things are only getting worse from here. We're not facing bankruptcy. That isn't a thing.
Well, you will be when they come to collect
We are
that
not
lawsuit
facing
money.
bankruptcy.
We
Like,
know
he's
you
a
didn't
kid.
pay.
Child.
Yeah, multiple.
Oh, so
We
somebody
aren't
was just
facing
nice enough.
bankruptcy, and we will never owe anyone a penny.
So somebody was just nice enough to
We
throw
will
down
never know anyone
$100,000 in
a
a
penny, child. We don't have to pay our debts, child, for we are royalty, child. I
Frivolous
actually love
lawsuit,
this
you
guy.
idiot.
This guy,
Little
child. Oh my God.
baby child, your mouth keeps running, but your brain isn't listening to what's being told to you. We will never owe anyone a penny. Quasi has already lost. You didn't pay attention to the hearings. Child, you didn't listen to the hearings.
Yeah, I did.
Child.
No, child, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't listen.
No, child.
No,
Mentally
child.
healthy people wouldn't react like this to a prank call, you fat faggot.
Your fucking mouth, child. Don't speak anymore. You have nothing to say. That's why you always go back to saying
Why wouldn't
the
Patrick
F
just
word,
hang up?
because you have nothing to
Fat.
say.
That's an accurate description of you, Patrick.
No, child, it is not.
Yeah,
it
it
is
is.
a lie. It is a delusion that you have to believe in order to continue functioning.
Okay.
You have nothing to say. Nothing you believe has ever been true.
So what did Judge Stein say that makes you think that you're going to win the lawsuit? Even though
What I understand, just from the limited exposure I've now had to this person, is I think that he loves all of this.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I think he loves getting swatted. He loves having people persecute him. He loves battling with all of these fucking people because it makes him feel like he matters. It makes him feel like he's somebody. And honestly, these trolls are just fulfilling his deepest wishes and dreams, which is for anybody to care about his miserable fucking existence. So I actually don't really feel like, as I'm listening to this, I really don't feel bad for him at all. Because it seems to me like he wants this battle and he just is a total piece of shit.
Well, yeah, like if he obviously is engaging nonstop with these guys. So how do you feel bad? Like,
because I understand, like, okay, you got rug pulled and you're pissed, so you start chirping the guy, right?
Yeah.
But this is going on and on and on, and it's like
I'm
there's
gonna go
no
after
point to
you.
this.
You'll see what's happening next, child. And the way you think child is like so creepy. It's like, what's wrong with you, bro?
He's probably not going to rule in your favor.
Like, why are you doing this?
See, that's the things that are coming out of your mouth, child.
You drunk
Nonsense,
fat.
babbling, insanity, delusions. You have nothing to say.
Yeah.
No, you're still doing that thing with your mouth. That doesn't.
Where I'm telling the truth? Yeah.
You're still no, child. You have never had a moment of truth in your life. You've never spoken truth in your life.
Okay, why isn't Sacha Baron Cohen in prison?
You're certainly not doing it right now, child.
Why isn't Sacha Baron Cohen in prison?
Shut your mouth. No. It does not matter. Yes, child, it is.
What crime would that be?
It does not matter. Yes, child, it is.
It does matter.
Does not matter.
It does matter.
I gave you
It does matter. It does matter, Patrick.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I will not shut my fucking mouth.
This is crazy. He seems to believe like he's some sort of like a character in a comic book or something, or like
a villain.
You know what I mean?
Or an anti-hero. He's like an anti-hero.
He believes like he's the main character in some sort of a story, and that he's giving like this brilliant soliloquy that's owning the person he's speaking to, but it's actually just revealing that he's a complete fucking lunatic.
He's the architect, someone said.
Shut your fucking mouth. Why do you think you get to talk?
Is this what you did to your school teachers every time they proved you wrong?
Your fucking mouth!
This recording would become infamous in the Patrick S. Tomlinson story, being known as the Josiah tapes. The lawsuit would drag on, racking up costs on both sides until finally Patrick dropped the case, with the pests assuming that he had run out of money to pay further legal costs. The trolls had been asking how Patrick could afford such a costly and ill-advised lawsuit, with most of them thinking that it was all paid for by the Sci-Fi Writers Association, which Patrick was a member of. Pests then started to investigate the SFWA to discover that the organisation had a pretty sordid past, with members being arrested multiple times for being child predators and other members being part of NAMBLA, which stands for North American Man-Boy
But this is like, bro, I knew that it was actually a real thing. But I thought it was like, a meme, like I didn't know that they're actually like, whoa, buddy. That's fucking crazy. They still exist to this day.
Stopped funding the lawsuit due to all of the dirt that they had dug up on the association. I'm not too sure what the circumstances around this really are. What we do know is that the lawsuit was now over for Patrick and he had been defeated. But it wasn't over for the pests, so the owner of ONA Forums, whose username is Quasi, asked for his legal fees to be covered by Pat, which the court awarded. The amount awarded to Quasi seems to change a lot from the various different accounts of the story that I've seen, so I'm a little unsure about the correct figure, but the ranges I have seen are between $40,000 and $80,000. Plus, when you take into account the amount spent on Patrick's side, this would end up being a very costly adventure for him. Patrick refused to pay the money to Quasi, which made the debt grow more and more over the years.
What an idiot!
We'll come on to that later. One of the most well-known claims that Patrick makes is that he is an actual
No, you are not trained in knife. What are we looking at here? I didn't threaten you, sweetie. I shared several facts. 1, I am an experienced fighter. 2, I am trained in knife fighting. 3, I am proficient with a variety of firearms, Stalker Child. If you mistook these facts as a threat, it's because you're scared, child. Okay.
Okay, bud.
Okay. All right. We got a tough guy alert.
I'm not threatening you, but I'm trained in knife fighting.
Who trains you in knife fighting, though? Like, is the thing like you go to knife fighting?
Who has been in countless bar fights and knife fights.
Stalker Child.
You name it and he has done it. He also has a favourite bar where he likes to hang out named Hooligans. He would post about this bar regularly, so it's become a favourite target for
Why would you do that?
Wait, you took a picture of it? Wait.
Kenny, anytime you want to come to Milwaukee and get publicly humiliated, you're welcome to it. I'm down at Hooligans, Stalker Child.
He would post about this bar regularly, so it has become a favourite target for pests who want to taint and defile everything that Patrick loves. One time, a pest was messaging Pat and it was arranged that the pair would meet at Hooligan's bar, the implication being that a fight would take place between the two. The pest, to prove that this was a genuine offer, sent Patrick a real photo of his driving licence, which is a weird detail. The pest turned up to the bar, but sadly Patrick was nowhere to be found, instead opting to file
The pest sent his ID to Patrick to prove that he would fight him, and Patrick posts
up to the
ID online, but then the pest goes there, and then Patrick backs out? What?
But I thought he was a trained fighter, Stalker Child.
This guy has the balls to post his ID. That's crazy.
Photo of his driving licence, which is a weird detail. The pest turned up to the bar, but sadly Patrick was...
I gotta ask, why is everybody involved in this ruining their lives for no fucking reason?
I mean...
Like, this is crazy stuff.
Having a laugh.
Nowhere to be found, instead opting to file a restraining order against this pesky troll. So only a few weeks after his fouled lawsuit, Pat was back in court again, but this time he could actually identify the person that he was taking to court. Thankfully for us, there are audio recordings of these proceedings, with the cold, sterile nature of the courtroom making the details of this story seem all the more absurd. Patrick explains that a forum dedicated to some old comedians has been harassing him for years due to a tweet that he posted about another old comedian, and at one time this forum sent the police to his home as it was suspected that he was grinding up African American children and turning them into pepperoni.
Explain this to people.
What is that going to say?
Kidnapping African American children and grinding them up into pepperoni.
No.
One of the sticking points for this case was that Patrick claimed he had never threatened the pest, while the troll, who is named Andrew Nadowski, claims that Patrick did threaten.
The fact that the African American portion is within that like accusation
Sir, don't grind up African American children and turn them into pepperoni or tell me about it.
Him. So it was the judge's job to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I don't understand why you're having any contact with him at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make excuses for myself. It was, I would call it silliness, one night of silliness. And after he threatened me, then basically I went to the bar just...
Wait.
So then I just went there to see if he was going to kill me. As you do.
This is crazy. This is actually insane.
He was going to follow up on his threats.
I did not threaten you, sir. You're simply lying.
They're in the text messages.
So, what is the threat you say that he sent you?
Like I said, that 911 wouldn't be there as an emergency just for cleanup. Presumably to clean me up off the sidewalk or something. I'm not sure exactly what he meant with it, but it sounded pretty threatening to me.
And how did he send you that?
over text message.
Wait, and they got each other's phone numbers. Yeah, he said,
I did not threaten you, child. You threatened yourself by putting yourself in this position, child.
It's like insane, bro.
Sir, did you send a text message to that effect?
No, I did not. I have all the texts right here.
Lying.
Copy of this text message, sir?
On my phone, yes.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yes.
Can you bring it up?
Firstly, the judge asked Patrick to read out the text.
I really wish I could hear that entire call. Like that entire.
We should look for all all the raw tapes and just start playing them throughout the show.
Yeah, I think we may have to start going through these raw tapes because that shit's fucking crazy, bro.
That's funny.
In fact, you have
as
this
fuck.
old judge who's having to sort through this. This is like being in the fucking principal's office in school. And you're like, no, he did this. And like, he's the principal's like, oh my God, this is retarded.
Are you all enjoying this, folks?
Grown men acting like children. Let's get some subs
No,
for
but
the Patrick
we'll
segment
definitely
here in
cover
the
this. This is
8th hour.
fucking hilarious, bro. This like is fucking so funny.
Message thread between the two.
Read it aloud.
Okay. Hi, my name is Angela Nadolski, and I think you're a fat faggot, and I posit an impossible who should be
You have to read this.
Read it out loud. You're a fat. What was that? May you repeat that last part?
Sorry.
sir?
This is Kino, child.
Mhm.
Top shelf Kino, child.
Have fun being a middle-aged loser whose entire life revolves around the Twitter and your shitty books. See you at Hooligans. I don't have a social media presence, but my name is in fact Andrew Nadolski, and I have a bone to pick, child. It's amazing how you haven't learned a lesson in 3 years. You are the same in-denial asshole that you always were, misspelling. If you were to offer an honest and candid look into your life and take responsibility for why you are who you are and what you're shit on O&A, O&A is short for Opie and Anthony, which is the group in question here.
The group
He then
in
asked
question.
Andrew to read out his messages.
So what did you say to him? What do you say?
Yeah, well, why would he stop? I mean, he's just in court all the time dealing with all this bullshit and fucking people going out. Why would you stop? Shit, just keep going, I guess.
I said, where are you at? I want to buy you a beer. And then he said, you have been instructed to cease contacting this phone number. Continuing to do so constitutes felony telephone harassment.
What a
Do not contact this number again. I said, I just want to say hi, little baby child. Hooligan isn't that busy, is it? See you soon. First class ticket to prison, stalker, is what he said. And I said, oh baby child, please do. I love prison. Keep 911 on speed dial. Happy to accommodate you, stalker.
No, were you
And then
drunk?
I said, you there, little baby child? And he said, don't need to, stalker. You won't be an emergency, just clean up.
So you're saying you didn't send that text?
I do not remember sending that text. I remember telling him repeatedly to cease contacting me.
The judge is like, but I'm looking at the phone right now.
You know, at any time, Patrick, you could have just stopped responding.
Yeah, like what is wrong with him?
And when he continued to do so after that, he knew he was committing a crime. He did so anyway.
So it turns out that it was in fact Patrick that was lying. The judge rightfully found the situation very confusing, so asked Andrew why he was contacting Patrick.
Mr. Nadolski, what is the connection to him?
I'm sorry?
What is the connection to Mr. Tomlinson?
He's just a bizarre internet personality that...
Your Honor, we like to do a little trolling. Okay,
It's like, listen, it's like double restraining order. Both of you get the fuck out of here and never waste our time again. Like I don't know what else to say. Like, that's what should happen. Like,
double restraining order. If you ever call us again, we're putting you in jail.
He's a very unlikable person, and his telephone number was available on the internet, and while it probably would have been better for
Listen,
me to...
Your Honor, he's very unlikable. wouldn't you call him too?
Use a public platform like
Your Honor,
Twitter to
you've
tell
been
him what I
dealing
thought
with
of
this
him.
asshole all day too. Okay? You
Get
know
it?
he's a
You
piece of
get
shit. Child?
For whatever reason that night, I thought it would be.
I love when judges like don't understand like trolling or like an internet thing, and they're like, "But why?"
I thought it would be appropriate, but I did text him.
What do you mean he's a bizarre internet presence?
Usually, like the judge is like, "What do you mean bizarre internet person?" It's like, how do you explain this?
Seem to think that this Opie and Anthony fan group follows him for no reason.
For no reason. I mean, other than you were
But
trying
he has
to
a-
bad limit the fucking bar and a whole bunch of other esoteric lore. But yeah, it was for no reason, you know.
The bizarre habit of consistently feeding the trolls.
The judge goes, what do you mean
and
by feeding the
escalating-
trolls?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He's feeding the trolls. What did he think would happen? Go ahead.
Conflicts.
Your Honor. My
Your Honor,
client
just listen
does
to me
not,
like
in
me,
fact,
Your-
feed the trolls.
Your Honor, this client was being felted on a regular basis. What do you mean by... Well, Your Honor, you know when you go to the casino and you look down and there's no chips left, you're staring at the felt. That's when you've been felted. Now, you extend the metaphor to internet communication, Your Honor, and you'll see that, in fact, Mr. Tomlinson was felted, stalker child.
What? We're
It
gonna
is,
have
in
a
fact,
recess.
you that is felted, stalker child.
How is the judge not like, we are throwing every version of this case out of court right
Yeah,
now? Like,
stenographer had that. I was feeding the trolls to the official transcript. Write that down. Write that down.
He is just in general an abrasive personality.
Your Honor, he's abrasive. How could we not try to ruin him mentally?
How
and
could I not
spiritually?
threaten to fight this guy I never met at a fucking bar? You know?
He's annoying, okay?
So you just picked him out at random.
Well, no, I've been kind of looking at his internet presence for.
You picked him out on random? No, I've been watching him for a
I've
long.
been stalking him for months, really, you know?
Maybe a few months, I'm not sure how long.
And what type of forums does he post on?
He posts on Twitter mostly.
About what? I guess I'm not understanding. So you like,
No,
what
it
types of
doesn't really
things-
make
I'm
any
just trying
sense.
to figure this out. This isn't making any sense.
Even the troll's laughing. The troll's laughing. He knows how fucking stupid this is. This doesn't make any fucking sense. Well,
I'm going to call him up.
I mean, he has years-long history of just the way he engages people is bizarre. Like with the text messages I read off, I keep calling him child, little baby infant. That's how Mr. Tomlinson talks. And that's how he engages with people that he doesn't like. He talks in a very bizarre way. He, in general, just...
This is amazing.
The judge's
This
face
guy-
is like this the whole time. Like, he's just like...
This
What?
guy trolled so close to the side and was just so about it that he went to court and then actually justified his trolling before the judge and was like, well, Your Honor, he keeps calling people stalker child, you know, and he needs the last word, and I wasn't going to let him have it, Your Honor. So I was prepared to murder this man, really, in cold blood. And
Can't let any conflict go without getting
And this guy was he the owner of? No, it's someone else. It's someone
last word.
In the end, the judge sided with the pest and the restraining order was...
Let's go! You make great points there, Mr. Pest.
What? What do you
He's making some very good points there.
No way!
declined, with the judge being quoted to say that this was one of the dumber things he has ever heard in court. All while
No shit.
I
Patrick is
think,
trying to...
like, he did explain himself well, like, as well as you could, given the situation. Whereas Patrick was just a complete and utter fucking spastic. So yeah, the judge is going to side with the person who, although he's not totally normal, could at least present a veneer of normalcy. Like,
well, also a big thing too, Ashton, was he lied right to the judge's fucking face. But he should have been like, yeah, I did text him back. He should have just said, yeah, I did do that.
Argue with him.
So stupid.
That is not what occurred.
That's what I interpret that text to mean.
No, sir, that is not what occurred.
Sir, that's what I interpret the text
well, this
to
is
mean.
why you lost. Right here.
Yeah, right here,
Yeah, well, I don't understand why you reach out and do this. This makes no sense. This is one of the, I'll be quite blunt, this is one of the dumber things I've heard in this courtroom. To some extent, what we really have here is a very limited contact. I don't like you. Do you want to fight? I'll kick your ass.
Softwood
You
Pat.
accept the invitation.
Yeah, you invited him to the bar.
Honestly, Patrick had nothing to lose at this point and should have said, no, child judge. You're wrong, child.
Imagine.
No, child. That's not how it works. Sorry, child. Like, he should have. He should have, because he was fucked at this point anyway.
Mind-numbing reason he comes here for the fight, which thank God doesn't happen.
Sir, I did not invite him to come here. I did not invite to fight him. That did not occur.
Sir, what you said was,
Is this
I won't be
autism?
911.
Oh, so clinical and
that is
cold,
accurate.
like a fucking robot. Like, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, the way he is.
Does anybody know what's actually wrong with this guy? Like, is it autism? Is
AUT, ISM, autism.
Is it NPD? Like, I don't know.
He had already threatened me.
I understand that.
That is after he had already said he was going to come and confront me. I did not say I wanted to fight him.
I think basically what happened is someone offered to fight, someone accepted the fight, thank God it didn't happen.
No, that is not what occurred.
On that limited basis, I'm not
No,
going to grant
Judge
this.
Child.
Based on what we have, I'm not going to grant this. Case is dismissed for that.
Pretty much the exact same
Kino.
thing did happen again when a pest named Dan Mullin went to Hooligan.
He put a picture of him holding
Buddy,
his gun on Twitter.
You can't do that, you fucking lunatic.
That's insane, dude. You can't. And then call people like
bar and posted photos of two dolls that
By
he
the way,
had
we
made
got
in
Vagicarp goes, oh, Andy Child, do you prefer Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy VIII Stalker? Enjoy Prison Child.
Honestly,
and
I can't choose.
Nailed to the Felt says, love the interesting things YouTube channel, great content, cover this guy going forward. Yeah, I didn't realize that it would actually be this good. I just thought that this guy posted on Twitter and was like, child, but there's more to it than that.
I love 6, but 8 is just a Kino vibe. I don't know. Continue. Look at this, Ash.
Mullin went to Hooligan's bar and posted photos of two dolls that he had made in the same position as Pat's ex-wife sitting on the knee of
What? Oh, that's funny.
her future husband. Patrick again tried to get a restraining order, with the judge again denying it. Things hadn't been going very well for poor old Patrick. So
Wait, again? Back to the court? Is he insane?
we decided that he needed to make a change and have a place on the internet away from the pests who were
Fair
plaguing his every move. So he set up a blog about cars under the name Talk Wheeler. On this blog, he stated that his father was a travelling oil salesman and that his mother used to
he
stitch
just creates
car
like these
seats,
fake
which I'm guessing
backstories,
explains
like the compulsive liar. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
He's mentally fucking gone.
his love of cars. Finally now he had a place to relax and unwind, where he could embrace his passion for motor vehicles. Sadly, shortly after he set up the blog, Talk Wheeler posted a photo of his car which was known to trolls. So soon this blog was flooded with pests who started to call him Pork Squealer. Then the blog just descended into what his Twitter account was. Patrick telling the stalker children children that they will soon be going to prison. Another aspect to this story is that Patrick had police called
Have
to
any
his
of
home
them
3
gone to
times
prison
at this
yet?
point. This, of course, had moved things away from internet trolling and into real-world danger, something that Patrick was rightfully angry about. As far as I can tell, no group has taken responsibility for doing this, with the ONA forums claiming that Patrick may be doing it to himself for attention, but Pat is very forthright about blaming it on the forums, which given all that has happened seems like a fair assumption on his part. The 4th time this happened, an audio recording surfaced of the incident with Patrick shouting at police officers, telling them to stop talking as they don't know anything, him explaining to them about the pepperoni story, and demanding that they never come back. The recording is pretty bad quality, but you can just about hear it all.
I would never mention the pepperoni shit ever again in my life.
Yeah.
Why does he keep explaining that or like bringing that up? Like, it's fucking insane.
Because none of you have listened in 3 goddamn years!
What is happening?
This is the audio of the like police up when he's screaming about the pepperoni story, I think.
He's screaming at the police.
Yeah.
No, officer. In fact, it is you who will go to prison, stalker child.
SWAT audio. So he's saying, I have stalkers. He's like, you know them, of course you don't, or something.
Of course, the best thing to do with cops is to get really aggressive and start screaming at them while they have guns pointed at your head. That makes sense. You know, don't de-escalate the situation and remain calm. No, escalate it and fucking call them out.
The African American children were blended into sausages. What? What?
Don't know anything. At this address. Shut up. I'm still tired.
Okay. Telling the police to shut up that you're still talking is not the way.
Shut your mouth, stalker child. It is my turn to speak now, officer. Child.
Shoot me then.
Silence,
Shoot
cop
me
child.
You have any idea how many times I've called you? To let you know that this keeps happening. Do you have an idea? It's more than once.
It is my turn with the talking stick, officer child. We got Jack Mayoff for 5 subs. Let's get some subs.
Let's go. Big support. Thank you. Still about 5,000 at 5 in the morning. Yikes.
Never come to this address again.
Trump?
Now, if I need any of you, I'll call. We've been over this. I've talked to dispatch. I've talked to your supervisors. I have talked to everyone. And you know what I was told at every point? Well, we don't handle that. You'll have to talk to this other person. Talk to that other person. Well, I'm sorry, we don't do that anymore. We don't take those kinds of calls anymore. Never come here again, any of you. I'm serious.
This isn't helping you.
This is the 4th time. 4. You could have looked it up. It's in your notes. I know it is. Go back to your squad right now. Look it up. Do your minimum on your jobs.
I mean, listen, I get it. Like, if you were swatted 4 fucking times.
It's stressful and annoying. Yeah, of course.
But this is obviously not the way to solve it. And in fact, this attitude that he's having is probably why they just kept kicking his fucking door in.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's retarded. Like, the police, when I was swatted a bunch of times, they now know me because I was cool with them. I'm like, yeah, I explain everything, and then I'm like chill with them, you know. Like, you have to just be cool with the cops, and they'll remember, oh, this guy was cool, and he's probably just fucking being swatted. JV Blutcher 2025 for 5
subs. And Jerusalem with a sub. Because ultimately, like, the truth is clearly, right? No matter how fucking retarded this guy was, him getting swatted was wrong.
Of course,
and the police department did act fucking wrong in swatting him over and over and over again. But, like, you can see, like, how it got there. But it is funny that it ended up with him getting paid out fat by the department. And that's really what should have happened.
Yeah.
Even though he's obviously an insane fucking lunatic, right?
But departments are fucking retarded.
For 5
subs, a big support. Let's go.
22G for a sub as well.
But how do you not like? 'Cause I have a deal with the police when I get swatted, they phone me, right?
Well, I think what it came down to is just that the police flat out didn't like him and were just enabling the abuse because he was a fucking retard, and they just thought it was funny. Which I know is like, it's far-fetched to believe that, but I think that that's actually what happened.
That's fucking insane. That's crazy. Now, here in Canada, it's a lot different. When I was swatted, they don't break your door down. They don't hold guns to you. They literally just knock and go, is everything okay? We got a call that said you were going to blow up the neighborhood. Are you planning on blowing up the neighborhood? And you go, no. And you invite them in, show them your computer setup, and you move on.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I don't know of anyone else that's had this issue in America either.
True.
Like, every single person I know of, I'm trying to think if I know of any examples where they acted like this and just constantly did this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, the first time, like, they might do this shit, but like the 4th, the 5th, the 10th fucking time,
RCMP ski.
You know,
listen, when you're swatted 7 times, eventually you need to figure something out with the cops.
Boulevard is saying he only got actually swatted like 4 times, and the other times they did just knock. Okay.
What? Okay, now this changes everything now. What a retard.
Well, they still shouldn't even fucking, like, at a certain point, I don't know. I guess they have to. This needs to be solved, though. This issue with the swatting, like, it's fucking retarded.
It's wasting everybody's time. Well, it was with that guy, the sector swatter, who got, like, how many years in jail? Also, someone who swatted, I think,
That's the problem, Heart of LOLCOW. Like, they can't ignore it, because if it is an actual emergency, then they were fucking negligent. But at a certain point, like, it's just retarded.
What if the one
we got
time...
JV Blucher says, this is pure Kino, and I'm crying laughing over this F-slur cuck. Suffer child.
Well, Ash, say you wanted to, like, kill someone or threaten them or do something. You could swat them a bunch of times. When the police go, okay, it's always a swatting. Then you do something. Then they call and need help. Now the police go, never mind. You know what I mean? So it's a lose-lose.
It's the problem.
Lose-lose, yeah.
Leave. Never return. We will be talking to your supervisor. All of you. Never come here again.
The recording is pretty long and hard to understand due to the bad quality, so I cut a lot of it out, but at one point Pat explains to the police that he has been blamed for all kinds of crimes in the area, including burning down a local bar. From Patrick's side of things, he claims that the pests keep swatting him, but as far as I can tell at this stage, it was more the police being called to do wellness checks or to investigate crimes rather than a SWAT team kicking down his door. But this did definitely start to happen later on in the story. There is video of him being restrained by police during one of these fake calls, but I'm not too sure what time frame this is from, so I'll just include it here.
Look at this guy he's streaming with. By the way, a CAC P. Of course, man. I'm enjoying the show, bro. Thank you so much. Look at this guy that he's fucking streaming with. Is that Failure? Is Failure still alive?
Saying that calling the police to somebody's home can be very dangerous and should never be done by anyone.
What? I said no. I'm showing you respect. No, you were not. You have not. No. Turn around. No. Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. That's enough. Second time ever. I'm trying to explain it to you, but you're not being reasonable right now. Hard nuts, okay?
I mean, so it's tough here because, you know, I don't think the police or Patrick have a reputation for being reasonable. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure this is Patrick's fault, really, and he's being unreasonable because not every officer is unreasonable, whereas Patrick, 100% of the time, we know is unreasonable. Unhand me, child.
If you get all of your hands off of me, relax. Get all of your hands. What else comes on is going to be $1 million lawsuit. Please legit.
Oh my God. He goes, this is going to be $1 million lawsuit, and fuck, is he right? So he actually
We're just going
won?
to take a quick break from the timeline to look at some
Eventually,
of Patrick's more interesting tweets, as it's a big part of his story. He is on Twitter continuously fighting with pests day after day, week after week, year after year. Whatever the season, Patrick can be found calling people stalkers, children, or hoping that they enjoy a prison. I think it was around this time in the timeline that he stopped calling people children. I'm guessing that he realised how strange this sounded to onlookers. He has many trolls on Twitter,
it's
far
creepy.
more than I can list here, so I'm just going to go over a few that caught my eye. One of these accounts is called Patrick S. Toiletson and pretends to be Patrick's toilet, leading to Pat having to repeatedly tell his own toilet that his
I've seen some things. They, them flush. They, them flush.
going to prison. Another is called Patty Meatloaf, who pretends to be a female version of Patrick. Then we have Farty Tits Tomlinson, who just seems to post photos of Pat with cartoon farts on his chest. And of course, Patrick even feels the need to reply to this account by telling him that he's going to prison. Another one is
No, it's because that's why it's funny. It's so fucking stupid.
So what do? I just post him being farted on, okay?
Every day for the last 6 years.
He's getting pooped on.
Who pretends to be Pat's little brother and just posts silly things that Patrick always feels the need to answer to correct the record. Carl tweets, "Why wasn't arranging support and visitation the first thing you did after your child was born? What could have been more important, little sister? Such a failure of a woman. Enjoy frippery." To which Patrick replies, "That is the thing I did, stalker. I am not a woman, stalker, and you are not my little brother. You are a clinically obsessed criminal cyberstalker facing multiple felony charges for crimes against my family. This is why your life is already over. Enjoy prison." To which Farty Tits Tomlinson replies, "Uh-oh, looks like someone's got a case of the farty tits," alongside a doctored photo of Patrick with a cartoon fart going on his chest. Surprisingly, Patrick didn't reply to this tweet, but no doubt this stalker child will be enjoying prison one day very soon. Back at the start of the conflict with the ONA subreddit, a user called FartPoop22 shared a bad...
Fart Poop 22.
But he's got a battle with Fart Poop 22. These are credible accusations against him from Fart Trick and fucking what's his name here?
Fart 2?
Poop Pants 22.
Poop. No, it's Poop Fart 22.
Poop Fart 22. Of course, Patrick had to correct the record against Fart Poop 22, stalker child.
drawn picture of Patrick drowning in a pool of urine, but asking for more while a small penis dangled above him. Patrick then shared this
a fucking child drew it with fucking crayon. And you're like, "Officer Child, I'm under threat from the stalker children on the internet."
What did he do?
Drowning in piss, child. What? Like,
okay, sir, you're gonna have to calm down.
Main Twitter followers as an example of the harassment that he was getting, and argued with the trolls in the
Phil, but it can be so much worse, Phil. Like, this is like fucking crazy, the shit they're doing to this guy, man.
Yeah, man, this is fucking insane.
Comments of this picture, this inability to
be fair, though, this is happening because he responds to everything. If he he's not replied ever, this would be done 7 years ago. Like, it'd be like 4 years ago.
responding. He's responding in like the craziest, funniest ways.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and he's like, yeah, try it. I dare you to try fucking.
And we got Stealthy Geek for 5
That's him.
subs.
Look.
Is it? Let's go.
That's his Twitter user handle. Patrick Tomlinson for 5
Nor
subs.
such silly things was really the reason that the ONA subreddit first started to pay attention to him. One time, Pat posted that he had stopped in a nice little cave on a day out with a troll simply commenting, "Not so," to which Pat replied, "So, stalker." Instead of just enjoying his nice day out that everybody knows that he had, he will waste his time replying to a troll who's clearly just trying to annoy him. Patrick replies to tweets on Christmas Day, New Year's Day, his birthday. No time is off limits for him telling the stalker children that they'll be going to prison. There are just so many tweets that it's hard to know where to start, and it's normally presented to you out of context as it's just him replying to troll comments. Like this one. Pat says, "I'm not an incel. Had sex with my wife this week already." Or this little treat.
Can't
what the fuck?
Multiply by 0, stalker. Enjoy prison. To which a user called Sci-Fi King replies, "You can
actually be serious, can he? Like, surely he's taking the piss at some point, right? Right, guys?
It doesn't...
Like, is he actually dead serious getting fucking rattled about dividing by 0 and telling people they're going to go to prison, stalker child, because they can't divide by 0? He's serious.
How is he...
Multiplying by 0, stalker child.
How?
You're thinking about dividing by 0. It's no wonder your grades were so poor in school, and that no one respects you as an adult. Patrick then replies, "Wrong yet again, stalker. Enjoy prison." Then George Washington says, "You can't divide by 0, Patrick. You can multiply by 0, though. No wonder you failed so badly at school." Then someone pretending to be Patrick says, "No, stalker, you can't. This is why your life is already over, stalker. Enjoy prison." To which the real Patrick replies to the fake Patrick, "This is why your life is already over, stalker. Enjoy prison." It's not just replying to pests.
He had his name as Stealthy Greek. Stealthy Greek was the fake Patrick S. Tomlinson. But everything else was the same.
Make Patrick's Twitter account a fun place to be. His original tweets can be pretty
looks
absurd,
terrible.
like this one. Fun fact. #Ukraine. A water balloon filled with $1 of paint thrown at the periscopes can disable tanks as fast as a $150,000 Javelin missile. Please do have fun. Or this tweet that I have no idea why he posted, but here we are. Pat posted this for his young daughter to read when she grows up. "Dear daughter, I hope you have amazing sex with partners of your choice as soon as you are ready." Then we have the strange details of his tweet.
He doesn't own underwear, stalker child?
Wait, what the fuck? Why would you say that to your daughter? Like, what?
That's very creepy, man.
Yeah, weird.
Twitter account, like he feels the need to make it very clear that he doesn't wear underwear. He does this with no prompting and just really likes to tell people about his lack of underwear. He also feels the need to keep telling people that his wife is a cis woman and not a lesbian, and that she loves the D and is available to him whenever he wants. Patrick suspiciously likes to make it very clear that he is not a homosexual with tweets like this. "I'm not closeted stalker. I am quite straight and quite happy and comfortable with myself, my sexuality, my masculinity, and my cis female wife. Things you can't say about yourself." Which is why
he's homophobic?
Listen, if you have to scream that you're not gay on the internet, like, that's wild, bro. I can't even.
Yeah, you are gay.
That's kind of fucking insane.
Project your insecurities onto others. Oh, and by the way, enjoy prison. Patrick hitting us with the enjoy prison at the end there. It seemed like he wasn't going to do it, but he knows what the fans are here for. He also tells weird, unnecessary lies a lot, like this tweet. "I have all of those things too, child. And then much, much more. Also, I don't call myself an author. My publishers do. Night, night." Some random internet user then replied, "Author is literally the first word in your Twitter bio. His Twitter does have a darker side, with Pat posting threats to people and showing off his guns and knives, implying that he's ready to use them on the trolls. Then there are the very graphic tweets that Pat does. But sadly, I can't go over on YouTube, but he threatens or wishes very extreme acts to happen to people or their family members. This pattern of online delinquency isn't just confined to Twitter, as it follows him to every platform that he uses. But Twitter is the main battleground on which the fight for the internet's soul is fought. And with that, let's get back to the main story.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. The Adirondack chairs.
Even though Patrick had been claiming that pests were swatting his home, he decided to rent out half of the property as an Airbnb. Unfortunately for Patrick, the swatting would only get worse and worse, with him releasing footage of the police now actually entering his home with guns drawn. In one of these videos, Patrick was led out of his home by the police in the middle of the night. And as we already know that he doesn't like to wear underwear, the blurry footage caught him in a state of undress. The pests then set to work trying to decode the outline of his manhood, with them tracing around what could be seen on the pixelated.
No.
That level of A-log is insane.
Oh, not the outlines. Brian, no!
Bry
away. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, no. The rhythm
was used to troll Patrick on Twitter, something that got under his skin a little more than normal, forcing him to reply over and over again to the stalker children to tell them that they're going to prison. This moment passed after a while, but Patrick being a laughingstock on Twitter is a lifelong affair. About a month later, he tweeted to claim that Tesla was not actually a car company, but a subsidized emissions credit product, to which a community note was placed on the tweet stating that 3% of Tesla's revenue comes from these credits. This was then retweeted, and Elon Musk himself posted a
No! Elon dabbed on Pat? No, Pat! How does this guy take these L's, man?
From Elon
How is this
himself.
happening?
Emoji on this retweet. He was then mocked by a new crowd of people who liked Elon Musk, with Patrick calling them children and stating that the community note was fake, having been put there by his cyber stalkers. The next thing of note was when ONA wanted to attack the Sci-Fi Writers Association for fraud, due to them claiming that the association used members' funds to pay for Patrick's lawsuit. The owner of Kiwi Farms didn't like this for some reason, so a civil war broke out, with ONA and Kiwi Farms both accusing the other of swatting Patrick. In March 2023, Patrick bought a water-resistant phone, then went swimming in the sea with the phone, which obviously broke it. So Pat began threatening to sue Samsung unless they replaced the phone, due to him thinking there was fake advertising. In mid-2023...
He swam with his phone in his pocket?
Samsung?
Because they said it was like waterproof, but they don't mean like you could swim with it. They mean like you could drop it for a second and you pick it up fast.
Patrick went on a media
Look, it's water resistant, not proof.
appearing on NBC News, among other news outlets. In all of these appearances, Patrick's story was that he had now been swatted 42 times. The pests dispute this claim, stating that he is inflating the numbers, or that maybe he is swatting himself to get victim points. I honestly have no idea what the truth.
If it's 20 times or 42 times, like it wasn't 42, it was actually 36 times.
Is here, but Pat does have
the Quarter Floundering says all of this guy's videos are great. Highly recommend checking others out. I'd also highly recommend everyone check out Rob's media too.
Yes, link is right there, folks. On Kick, I've linked. Oh wait, actually, I'll have to we had someone else pin something, but yeah, interesting things from around the world. Great channel.
4 or 5 times this has happened.
Would recommend.
Plus, with how much he is trolled, I'm inclined to believe his version of events.
I'll link it
in
again.
2018, science fiction author Patrick Tomlinson posted a casual tweet.
I simply said that I'd never personally found the comedian Norm Macdonald funny.
It caught the attention of online harassers who began swatting Patrick and his wife Nikki at their Milwaukee home. Patrick and Nikki are still constantly harassed.
They've been texting us during this interview.
And their harassers use voice synthesizers and other technology to mask their identity.
Maybe you should get a real job. Then again, you'll you'll be able to learn a trade in prison.
He also appeared on many podcasts and radio shows around this time, pushing his message. The version of events that Patrick recounts in all of these appearances is that he was a normal guy just living a normal life when on one ill-fated day he posted a tweet to simply say that he doesn't find Norm Macdonald funny. Then out of nowhere, a group of deranged far-right extremists descended on him with the intention of making him end his own life. He states that this is a highly organised and well-funded, sinister international gang targeting him due to his political beliefs. He does also claim that the group is made up of jobless losers who live in their mum's basement.
I don't think Patrick really has any political beliefs. He's just a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Because he opposes Vladimir Putin, the whole thing is a Russian-backed operation to try and bring him down. So it's a little hard to figure out exactly what he believes.
Oh my god.
I was tricked by the pests. It was a fake. Okay, he put like a note here on the
it's
post-edit.
become indistinguishable, you know, between like fantasy and reality. Like the trolls pretending to be him and Patrick himself. Patrick is so insane and over the top that even the trolls, it's hard to parody. Really.
That
makes
funny.
sense.
That's really fucking funny.
Backed operation to try and bring him down. So it's a little hard to figure out exactly what he believes when it comes to the trolls. In all of these interviews, Patrick paints the situation as him minding his own business when all of a sudden he was just flooded with vile trolls out of nowhere, and that he would only respond to them when they lied about him.
I'm a 40-year-old science fiction writer living in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We got Sketch 510 for provides.
Building models and shooting guns.
So, does he really sell enough of these books to survive and make a living? That's wild to me. So he actually, like, is he successful? Like,
I mean,
you're saying no. Well, but like, he looks like he has a house. And he's got like a wife. Well, how does he make a living? Does he work? They stop publishing him. He sells insurance. Right. Okay.
Okay. And it's stand-up. Remember, he does stand-up.
To any of the
I'm just kidding. He doesn't get paid from stand-up.
harassment on Twitter or on Reddit or anything like that.
I never reached out to any of them. These are terrible people and they're all criminals. They deserve to be in prison. But I would always respond when they would lie about me. Or lie about my family. That doesn't get to stand. You don't get to go out and slander and libel me without someone there to correct the record. Absolutely not. One of these stalkers.
What?
Oh my god. Well, it's just like, bro, it would get like some fucking guy with no followers. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But as soon as you respond to it, then everybody sees your response and then you draw attention to it. Like.
And then it's like, why would you defend that if it's not true or give that attention or whatever the fuck? And then you're in a battle.
It's really
back and forth.
It's really not hard. It shouldn't be hard to understand.
Apparently, it's tough for some people.
Had created a fake Craigslist ad that they put up in the local Milwaukee Craigslist.
He's still on this for 5 years later? Like, dude, move on.
In the free section, using my name, using my telephone number, using my real home address, and claiming that I was giving away free sausage to homeless people, which I had made out of the bodies of African-American children that I had kidnapped and ground up into pepperoni in my basement. The only responding I
and
ever
he has
made
to
any
say
of them
not
was to
just
correct
children, but every time African-American children.
That makes it far right, you know? Like, it's the far right.
But you know that fucking troll just is so happy.
Like dude, he's just like years of content. Like
it's just never ended. Like that troll's fucking juiced.
During this media blitz, a radio show called The Big John Holwell Show covered his story without Patrick appearing, so a week later a pest pretending to be Patrick called into the show. And
wait, did you hear this? Listen.
Called
what?
Listen. During this media blitz, a radio show called The Big John Holwell Show covered his story without Patrick appearing, so a week later a pest pretending to be Patrick called into the show and gave an interview where he took the opportunity to air some details about Patrick's life that Pat would rather not be in the public domain.
Patrick, welcome to Double DL. So you heard us talking about you on Friday?
Yeah, I did.
This guy doesn't sound anything like Patrick.
There was just no vetting, no due diligence whatsoever. Yeah, this guy says he's Pat. Bring him on. Great. It's a slow day. Who gives a fuck? Bring him on.
You guys talking about this story, and I thought maybe that I'd try to tell you the full story. The tweet was 9/11/2018, and I've gotten texts, calls, harassments every single day since then.
Okay, acting normal.
It turns out that there's this group of people called the Pests. They got their start in radio from the Opie and Anthony show. I don't know if you've heard of that before.
Indianapolis, yeah, I've heard of them.
Okay, they were big in the early 2000s. They used to have these guys called the Pests, and they would attack radio hosts. Well, it turns out that Opie and Anthony ended, but
Norm
the Pests
11.
are still there.
Boy.
Patrick, you can't change history, but could you perhaps reevaluate your thoughts on Norm Macdonald, or is that off the table?
Could you just reevaluate? Like, you're clearly wrong about Norm. So maybe just reevaluate your thoughts on him and people will leave you alone, Pat. It's pretty reasonable advice.
This host is based, bro.
By the way, importer exporter says Cryptic Web Chronicles on YouTube breaks individual Patrick arcs down into episodes of greatest hits. Okay.
Oh, what link is that? What was the channel?
Cryptic Web Chronicles.
All right, I'm gonna link that for myself in our group chat so we can save that. Because this is actually really interesting. I get why people fucking love this shit. All right, I'm gonna put it in our chat here. Lose it. All right.
The deadliest Airbnb
I think it's kind of gone past Norm at this point. You know, these people have dug into my entire life. They found out my pregnant wife left me for my neighbor years ago.
Oh, no.
To harass me just because I signed away the rights to my daughter. They even went to my high school and got my transcripts and found out that I had a 1.7 GPA in high school.
What are you planning on doing going forward?
Oh, well, I belong to a sci-fi group called the SFWA, and they loaned me $100,000 to try to sue these people. When we went to court...
I read that.
Yeah.
I read that the website wouldn't divulge who was posting. Yeah, that was a dead end for you. I remember that.
Right. So now I owe these people $40,000 of money I don't have.
I would say if you're within the sound of my voice and you're part of these wacky funsters that prey on Patrick, let it go. It's not funny anymore. Patrick, thank you for calling in.
Oh, this guy has the power. Big John? Big John's going to stop the trolls, bro. You're going to listen to Big John.
You have to go. But best of luck to you in your future publishing efforts as well.
You gotta go.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
One of the podcasts that covered this story was called The Pretend Podcast, who did many episodes breaking down the events. This podcast wanted to cover the story fairly, so firstly spoke to Patrick, with Pat being very happy with the coverage that he got. Then the host made the mistake of interviewing a pest named Dan Mullin, who gave the ONA side of the story. This outraged Patrick, as to him there is only one side of the story, so he began to attack the podcast host on Twitter, and this was where his media blitz ended. So he skulked back to the shadows on Twitter and Blue Sky. While all of this was going on, the owner of ONA Forums filed a motion against Patrick to hold him in contempt of court due to him not paying the debt that he owed. Despite this, Pat was still adamant that he was not going to pay these wicked trolls and blamed his lawyer in the original case for not giving him the correct advice. Another court date was set, and this time Patrick was was going to win. As there is only one side to this story, surely the court would listen to what he had to say and find out that this was all just one big mistake. Patrick assembled a crack new team of lawyers to fight his case. Then when the date finally arrived, he just agreed to pay Quasi the amount he was due, and that was the end of that. Pat was still getting great information from his contacts on the inside, so found out one of the main trolls' names. The pest's username was Boomia, but his real name was actually Robert Prongay Jr. So Patrick posted this massive disclosure on Twitter in order to dox the man. That had been the bane of his life for such a long time. Alongside his name, this shadowy contact also gave him Robert's family history. So Robert was a man in his 50s and a father of 4, whose father was called Robert Mr. Softy Prongay Sr. He got the nickname Mr. Softy.
There's no way this is real. Like
he fell for this. What a fucking retard, bro. He didn't think about it for even 2 fucking seconds. Oh my
As he was an
God.
infamous hitman with links to the mob. While doing his hitman duties, he drove an ice cream truck and kept bodies in the freezer so that police found it hard.
What is like a movie?
This is actually like a classic, like traditional LOLCOW. This guy, like the Christian mold and model. This is wild. I didn't think they made fuckers like this guy anymore, man. Like
the hitman used to kill people and hide the bodies in the ice cream truck.
To date the time of death. Mr. Softy was sadly killed by another ice cream truck driving hitman named the Iceman, who had a movie made about him. Patrick proudly posted this to his Twitter account, accompanied with a photo of Boomia. The photo was in fact of an actor from the hit TV show The Sopranos. Remember that Patrick claims to
You meant Boardwalk Empire, rather.
Yeah.
That's what
have an IQ of 140. It then seems that Pat did in fact pay Quasi the amount of $41,848.87, but still owed him much more due to all of the interest that had been accumulated on the debt. In October 2023, a massive milestone was reached. Patrick posted his 200,000th tweet. This tweet read, "Your life is already over, Stalker. Enjoy prison." The next thing of note in the story happened.
That's fucking crazy.
How many tweets is that a day? Because there's only 365 days in a fucking year. How many times is he tweeting a fucking day?
That's like, I don't know, 100 a day? 100 plus tweets a day.
For like, what, for like a decade?
Yeah, like a decade, right?
2024.
100 tweets a day?
And he was banned from talking at an authors convention.
Every day.
This was because another speaker at the convention named Leslie Varney wrote a letter to the organisers asking for Pat to be banned. She claims that he has in fact been stalking her, which is an interesting twist. As far as I can see, she is not a pest and is just some run-of-the-mill literary agent. You see, Leslie had come across Patrick's story and didn't believe that he was the victim of an organised far-right network of trolls financed by Russia, so she said so online. She claims that she then came under attack from Patrick and his online helpers, who bombarded her social media with hateful comments such as calling her a moron, a mouth breather, evil, or an imbecile. In this letter, Leslie states that Patrick is also misogynistic and homophobic. She posted this letter to Twitter with Patrick commenting, "This is how you get sued into poverty, Leslie. You are mentally ill. Seek help." This no doubt didn't help his case when the convention was trying to judge if he was stalking her or not. Patrick and Leslie have now become bitter enemies who bicker on Blue Sky regularly, with Leslie calling him impotent and Patrick telling her that she should get a lawyer as she is going to be facing legal consequences. Another character in the Tomlinson sagas is named Jackie Singh. She claims to be an expert in online harassment and countering trolls on the internet. She even gives lectures about this topic to presumably paying customers, where she uses Patrick as her main example.
What the hell is going on, man? I can't keep up.
An Indian woman called whatever Singh does paid like speaking engagements about online harassment and uses Patrick as her main subject for these for this tour. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, bro. I just spent my screenshot.
Watched one of these lectures and it's very reminiscent of watching Alex Jones broadcast in his prime. She lays out this very complicated network of organised trolls that are basically terrorists.
The troll
triad? The cerebral, the provocateur, and the crier. Three-pronged archetypal model defining groups of online users. What?
Honestly,
okay. Whoa.
If you need to look at this, you have to go off the internet immediately. Like, if you need this, you have to leave the internet. You shouldn't be allowed.
Working for some shadowy overlord. She's one of Patrick's main friends and helpers against the
crier. Hear ye. This guy's a retard. Hear ye.
Psyop, as she also throws around this accusation towards anyone that disagrees with her online. Like Patrick, she also has a history of always replying to trolls, no matter how silly the comment, and having her accounts banned.
Wait, she does trolling engagements, but then gets felted by trolls? What?
And for threatening people. Even though she claims to be an expert on the topic of internet trolling, she too reposted the claim about Robert Prongay Jr.
I see it says only possible on Solana on her laptop. So short Solana, don't fucking buy it. You know, obviously that crypto's going into the fucking toilet.
At the time, she doxed a man in Sweden, claiming that he was an infamous swatter named Torswats. As far as I know, she never retracted this claim, even when the real Torswats was arrested and pled guilty. Patrick then started a lawsuit against the city and the police for them continuously coming to his home, even though it should be clear at this point that they don't need to come with their guns drawn. With all this going on, this must have been a very stressful time for poor Patrick, so he decided to take his mind off things and build himself some lovely Adirondack chairs. First he got some pallets, then carefully and lovingly cut them to size, put them all together, and after many hours of blood, sweat and tears, the beautiful chairs were finally finished. So he proudly placed them in his garden and posted a glorious photo to show the world
he shouldn't
this
have
achievement.
done that.
The chairs became a bit of a meme for the jealous trolls, who joked that the treatment on the pallets would make the chairs poisonous, or that he should get some cushions as they looked pretty sharp, but Patrick declined this kind advice. Then one day an advert appeared in Craigslist offering a pair of Adirondack chairs for free collection. The person giving them away was busy moving, so there was no need to knock and ask. Just take them when you can and enjoy your new beautiful chairs.
No.
So that's what happened. One day the chairs were there, the next day they were not. Once Patrick found out what had happened, he was furious. So he put a message up on Craigslist letting the person that took the chairs know that they were tricked by criminal cyberstalkers, and if the chairs were returned, there would be no questions asked. A statement was then released by a notorious hacking group Anonymous about the chair situation.
This is an official announcement from Anonymous.
No way. No way.
To Patrick S. Tomlinson. Hello, Patrick. We have your pallet Adirondack chairs.
No, this is fake.
We are a global hacking collective dedicated to justice and equality. We do not forgive. We do not forget. We are anonymous. We are Legion. Expect us. If you ever want to see your chairs again, you must denounce the state of Israel and the genocide of Gazans, apologise to your daughter for abandoning her, and also buy her a new iPad to show solidarity with Palestine. Your chairs are currently unharmed and being held at a safe house. You have 24 hours. After that,
is Patrick going to respond to this like it's real?
Putting them in a wood chipper every hour until payment, until the chairs are destroyed.
It says this video is satire. He literally can't fall for this.
He will. He will.
Concludes this message from Anonymous. We have hacked Craigslist, by the way, because we're hackers. So get ready, because it looks like you're going to be getting a lot of people looking for free stuff. And also, tomorrow a pool guy is coming by, even though you don't have a pool.
The chairs were later returned to him, apparently with an apology card attached, which Rick thought was a lovely touch. More adverts started to appear on Craigslist, offering the bricks that he used.
Oh my god.
Bricks for the fucking...
Don't take his fucking fire bricks! You bastards! Leave him alone!
That's actually fucking unhinged, bro.
for a fireplace in his garden. So Patrick replied to this advert to let the random people viewing it know that it was a fake trick by clinically obsessed criminal cyberstalkers. Patrick then claimed that pests had thrown a tin of paint at his car, with him making sure to point out that they were criminal cyberstalkers, and that these are the people that Leslie Varney is siding with. People soon started to suspect that something was a little off about this claim, as Patrick had released footage of people taking his chairs, so we know that he had cameras.
Yeah, wouldn't you show the video of your paint hitting your car? Come on.
Pointing at his car, but he didn't release the footage of the paint attack. They also pointed out that the paint splatter wasn't what you would expect from something being thrown hard, but more consistent with a tin of paint being gently dropped. Plus, none of the paint had actually gone on his car. Pests claim that this was done by Patrick for sympathy. I'm not too sure what the truth is. What I do know is that the chairs were taken for a second time, this time by a charity, but they were returned shortly afterwards. Then they were taken a third time by the Salvation Army.
At least he's getting his fucking chairs back. This is fucking ridiculous.
The charity comes by.
The chair, Itty, took his fucking chairs. Yeah.
God damn, that's funny.
Luckily, Patrick intercepted them as
this documentary is fucking incredible.
Being loaded. As far as I know, Patrick won the Great Chair Wars, and they still reside in his garden. But he did later post about a bold squirrel that keeps stealing his tomatoes and eating them on the chair, making them all dirty. It has not yet been confirmed if this squirrel is a criminal cyberstalker.
Racist Pat.
In early 2025, a police report was uncovered that showed Patrick was involved in an incident outside of a Chubby Cheesesteaks restaurant in 2020. The report states that Pat was waiting outside for his delicious food using his phone when all of a sudden someone tried to grab his phone, so a fight broke out with a second man punching Patrick in the face, his phone being taken and the robbers escaping. It is speculated that Patrick was busy childing someone on his phone when it was stolen. The culprits were never arrested and the phone was never recovered. Strangely, Patrick never talked about this on his Twitter account, leading people to think that he never mentioned this due to him not wanting to seem racist. All three of the robbers were young black men, and Patrick had previously stated that any white person who calls the police on a black person is guilty of trying to kill them. But now...
Okay, don't you hear this? So 3 black guys robbed his phone, and he didn't tweet about it because previously he has said that if you call the police on black people who rob you, you're trying to get them killed.
Right. So we have a big time cuckold alert.
Buddy.
The cuckold alert! Cuckold alert! No, it is the stealing bike meme. But they were happier to steal it than I was sad to have it stolen. Total happiness in the world increased. Score.
Fuck, dude.
Here he was calling the police on 3 young black men. Another theory is that Pat likes to frame himself as an actual real-life tough guy, so didn't want to admit that he had been beaten up and robbed, as this would shatter the illusion of him being the real-life Steven Seagal. A short time later, things got worse for Patrick when his internet nemesis Boomia posted photos from inside Pat's Airbnb. Boomia had stayed there and left a photo of the Sopranos actor as proof for Patrick. Boomia also claims to have left stains in Patrick's toilet which Pat would have cleaned, leading to a popular meme for the pests of Pat as a pig maid cleaning a toilet. Another troll has stayed at the Airbnb taking a video from inside and discovering that a kitchen knife Pat once used in a photo, kind of threatening trolls, is at the Airbnb for customers to use. In his photo, Patrick had this knife stuffed down the back of his trousers, touching his bum cheeks. In February 2025, Pat would again reach a whole new group of people when he posted to Blue Sky.
We're just touching the tip of the iceberg at this point. Oh, like this is just the surface. Like there's obviously just so much more that there's not time.
No, I was scrolling this Cryptic Web Chronicles. Like there's a lot.
We're touching Pat's tip, the tip of Pat's iceberg, buddy.
Why do we only shoot the good Kennedys? Insinuating that someone should take a shot at RFK. This post got a lot of pushback, with people saying that it's not funny even if it is a joke, and Patrick replying to confirm that it was not a joke. The Blue Sky post was then picked up by accounts.
Jesus Christ! Like don't don't joke about someone murdering him. He's like, I wasn't joking. What are you talking about? That's
what are you talking
it's
about?
Like Libs of Blue Sky, propelling Pat to a new anti-woke audience. Patrick had been trying to move over to Blue Sky for some time now to escape what he calls the far-right racists on Twitter. But sadly for him, Blue Sky would turn out to be an even more hostile environment, as he was exposed for being a racist himself. You see, a while back, someone pretending to be Patrick had left a bad review on a black woman's book using...
No way!
What?
They all turned on him on Blue Sky because he reviewed a black chick's book negatively.
Inappropriate racial language. This was discovered and Patrick was blamed for this, with him trying to explain that it really was an organised group of criminal cyberstalkers who had set up accounts using his name and photo. Among the people leading the charge against Patrick was a racially ambiguous black rights activist named Unapologetically Jackie.
I love
she
the
soon
Cash
started
App
making
in
many
bio.
videos exposing Patrick as a racist troll who advocates for child predators.
Amazing.
On Blue Sky.
He advocates for child.
It makes sense, really.
A sister
Thank
reached out
goodness
to
for
me
this
to
queen.
bring to
A
my
sister.
attention.
Is this
this
person even
vile
black?
Human being.
Well, she's racially ambiguous. So
Racially ambiguous. Yeah, okay.
Who went to her website.
That's Rachel Daziel. Remember her?
Yeah.
And left grotesque comments. So I told her I would do my thing and I would expose this racist.
This is
and do my
insane.
thing is exactly what I did. This is him. His name is Patrick and he's an author. He is also a narcissist, a misogynist, and a racist. Alarming fact about my cyber stalker. He's also...
Now it's like the roles have been reversed and now he's stalking her.
Yes. He just can't catch a W, bro. Like, he just can't catch
And it's
a
not
break.
even him. It's not even him doing it. So now it's just like...
Yeah, I'm bringing up his comments right now. What is really scary, if you ask me, is that he operates an Airbnb. Do we know if he has cameras in that Airbnb?
Is he going to get banned off of it? Oh
Do we
my
know
god,
that?
he's
She
spying
seems to
on
have really
children.
taken a disliking to Patrick, so would make many videos about him and raise awareness about him on Blue Sky. Jackie has her own website called Jackie's Academy, which is an educational hub centered on blackness. On this website, she did expose after expose, bringing to light what she thinks are Patrick's crimes, including lists of all the times that he was racist online and full breakdowns on how Patrick is the leader of a far-right hate group, with all of the pests being Pat's online goons. She claims that the people trolling him are just a 5D chess move to divert suspicion away from him, as he is really the mastermind of this hate group. She claims that he runs Kiwi Farms and his inner circle of trolls.
He's the real owner! All along! How could we have been so blind? How could we have been fooled all these years by this Machiavellian genius, stalker child?
Are called ball washers. It would be a very interesting twist if Patrick turned out to be the mastermind of all of this. But sadly, I don't think that this is the case. She thinks that Patrick has a master plan to target the black and brown community with a dangerous Airbnb scheme. I'm guessing the pests have been feeding this woman fake information. Plus, they attack Jackie, pretending to be pro-Patrick in order to make her think that Patrick is the leader of the pests. Jackie has repeatedly called for people to take action against Patrick and is in part responsible for over 1,000 people blocking Patrick on Blue Sky. In some of her exposés, Jackie does raise some good questions though. Like, if Patrick is being swatted so much, why would he rent out part of his property on Airbnb? As this doesn't seem like a safe thing to do, or the fact that none of his Airbnb reviews mention swatting. Pat has tried over and over again to explain the situation to her, and even tried swapping the victim narrative around by claiming that she is putting his family at risk
by doxing his address. But Jackie counters this by stating that being a victim of swatting does not exempt you from being racist, and that she has never read a news article about Patrick that mentions people pretending to be him online so that they could be racist. Therefore, it is not true. When I first came across this part, I just assumed that Jackie was a pest and that the whole thing was an elaborate troll scheme of some kind. But that doesn't seem to be the case, as I've checked her out, and she is who she says she is, so it looks like Patrick can now add black activists to his list of enemies. As all of this was going on, Patrick's birthday came, and the pests made a happy birthday video for him where they pretended to be his daughter.
It's Annabelle. I baked you a cake.
Baby child, you don't have anything to say to me. You're always wrong, and things are only getting...
Daddy, I know you want to be here in person.
So if I ever do any see of them in person, it will turn out very quickly and very poorly for all of them. And
so they're saying he's never met this daughter? Is that true? He's never met his daughter?
The wife left him while she was pregnant for the guy who cucked him in that photo.
Yeah, but you'd figure he'd have visitation rights because it's his kid.
Yeah.
Like he gave up his rights. Like, what a fucking bum, buddy.
Probably.
Yes, child.
Daddy, I baked you a cake and wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck is going on?
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Someone just goes, it wasn't his daughter. Let's be real. Oh, you meant with the pregnancy?
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't think.
That's why he signed it away.
Wait,
he was like, it's the bald bull.
I know this is a troll and it's not his daughter. Like, obviously. So it's like, I think this is a troll.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Also on his birthday, trolls counted all of the times that he had told people they would be enjoying prison, with the total being 4,876.
That's all?
It's a little unclear what time frame this is for, but regardless of time frame, it's still a lot. In June 2025, Pat was cited for disorderly conduct when a delivery driver was delivering some large items to his home. The driver asked where Patrick would like them offloaded, with Pat saying in front of his car. So the driver unloaded the items, then Patrick approached the driver in an aggressive manner. So the driver tried to drive away to escape, but Pat blocked the road and continued acting aggressively towards the driver until the police showed up. Things kept going from bad to worse for him when Leslie Varney filed a restraining order against him due to Pat stalking her
how did that
online.
resolve
In the court
disorderly
documents, she lists
conduct?
years of harassment, including tweets and letters that Patrick had sent to her employers trying to get her fired. In one of these letters, Patrick claims that Leslie is the leader of a network of criminal cyberstalkers trying to destroy his life. The next interesting thing that happened in 2025 was when a photo of Patrick giving the middle finger to a Rosa Parks memorial was
Okay, wait.
What? Wait. Okay, so now my entire opinion has 180'd. And I think that this is a blessed man and that we should all support him in his quest. Based.
What a legend.
Circulated around Twitter. Patrick had this to say about the photo. There is no Rosa Parks memorial in Waikiki, stalker. You are very bad at photos.
It's a Photoshop. It's a Photoshop.
No, come on. They couldn't let him have even one W. Come on, man. Let this guy have a win, man.
Photoshop. This is why your life is already over. Enjoy prison. He then posted the real photo, which was him giving the middle finger to a Trump sign. He then hammered the point home that he doesn't like
That's so funny. That said Rosa Parks, like the AI or whatever, the Photoshop.
Donald Trump with another photo of him giving the middle finger to a Trump hotel. And a photo of what I'm assuming is him staying in the Trump hotel with a shocked expression on his face.
So he gave Trump money?
So before the thrilling conclusion to our story, we are just going to take another quick break from the timeline to look at some of the niche things that the trolls have done to Patrick. Of course, they have done things like ordering pizzas that they haven't paid for to his home. This happened so much that Pat threatened to sue Domino's and Pizza Hut if they didn't stop delivering pizzas to him. The pests have tried to get his car towed away by tricking two companies into collecting it. And they have had piles of wood mulch sent to his home which blocked his driveway. Another favourite of the pests is to make songs about Patrick.
My souped up V6 Mustang car. I'm about to drive this baby down to Hooligan's Bar and get wild, stalker chow.
Even though Patrick's telephone number is public and was discovered a long time ago, he refuses to change it, so spends a lot of his time replying to pests via text message. He does this so much that ONA Forums had its own page dedicated to these messages called WikiLeaks, where users could upload these interactions. One of the users named Honey Badger likes to send Pat photos of his wife's ample bosoms alongside a kind of insult. I mean, if I'm going to be insulted, I'd like it alongside a nice pair of boobs, I guess. Another user likes to send Pat photos of...
A troll takes pictures of his wife's cleavage and sends...
Yes.
Okay.
Of himself doing drugs. I think I'd prefer the first one, honestly. One pest sent Patrick a text message pretending to be an automated message from a pest control company. And as Patrick had missed an appointment, he owed this company $50. Patrick then proceeds to argue with this fake automated message until a real employee joins the chat. So Patrick lets this pest control company know that they have been tricked by cyber stalkers. Then he threatens them with legal action, then states that if he gets another text message, the employee will get fired. At no time did the pest break character, so I'm guessing that Patrick still thinks that this was a real pest control company. Another one of these automated messages came from an adult diaper chat line that thanks Patrick for signing up for $6.99 a month, and that if he wishes to cancel the service, he should reply stop. Patrick replied, no. So the adult diaper chat line thanked him for accepting the service along with a message that I can't read on YouTube. Sometimes these text messages can be from Good Samaritans, like the time that someone informed him that pests had sent them a fax with Patrick's phone number on it. The message reads, hi, I'm messaging you because your number appears on a fax that I received earlier today. I'm assuming you didn't send the fax. I'm just letting you know about it because it looks like whoever sent it is attacking your reputation. Patrick replies, every day for 4.5 years now. The Good Samaritan says, do you want me to send you a picture of the fax? Pat says, I suppose. The Good Samaritan then tries to warn him, it's pretty disgusting, so maybe you'd rather not see it, with Patrick defiantly replying, they always are. The Good Samaritan then posts an unaltered photo of Patrick and his wife. Alongside this message, it looks like they altered the image to make them look like grotesque subhuman
Okay. That is so mean.
Features. To which Patrick explodes, you are going to prison, stalker. You are mentally ill, stalker. You have been instructed many thousands of times to cease contacting this number. Continuing to do so constitutes felony telephone harassment. Do not contact this number again. Another favourite of the pests is to contact his local bar hooligans and flood them with prank calls and faxes about Patrick.
Hooligans!
Hey, can I get a pickup order?
Sure, can I have a name?
Yeah, Eric.
And what would you like?
Let's start with, can I get the boy burger?
How do you want to cook?
Medium.
And what do you want for your side?
You guys have crinkle fries?
We have regular fries, or for $2 more, waffle fries or tater tots.
$50 more for waffle fries.
Anything else?
No, wait, it wasn't 50.
Or tater tots.
Fries.
We have regular fries, or for $2 more, waffle fries or tater tots.
Two
waffle fries sounds great.
Anything else?
Yeah, how about some jalapeno poppers?
We don't have jalapeno poppers.
Oh, darn. Okay. What about the, can I do mix and match chicken tenders?
We have chicken tenders, and it comes with a side of fries.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then what kind of dipping sauce do you want for those?
How will this end?
How about ranch and blue cheese?
Do you want any other sauce, like barbecue or anything?
It sounds like me ordering something. Like this is like when I was at the ranch and the blue cheese.
Where is this going?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, I think ranch and blue cheese is good.
Ranch and blue cheese. Anything else?
Yeah, you guys ban Patrick Tomlinson?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Of course, that Patrick has now been banned from hooligans, but I'm not too sure how true these are. A big
fuck.
joke for the pests is that they say that
Yeah, that's fucking queer. Like,
that's lame as fuck.
To be
like,
fair,
if
though,
you're gonna,
you can't tell people what bar you hang out with and then threaten them and then go,
no,
here's a gun
like
and
obvious.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's wrong.
I think the biggest problem,
of course.
no, I think the biggest problem is just it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Patrick's wife likes to have a black man named Tyrone fart inside
Yeah,
her
and you're
private
bugging
part.
people who work there. It's sort of like...
I have no idea why this is or where it came from, but it's a very common joke among the pests. Moving swiftly on, Patrick will always reply to the trolls no matter where he is or what he's doing. One time he was at a sci-fi convention and a pest pretending to be Patrick listed his grill for free pickup on a website called Next Door. Somehow Pat found out about this and started to tell the troll that he hopes that he enjoys prison, then proceeded to comment on the post that this was actually a cyber stalker impersonating him. Then the impersonator commented that the real Patrick was actually impersonating him, and that anyone viewing this should block and report Pat. This of course was like a red rag to a bull, so the real Patrick unleashed his ultimate weapon, the thing that would finally end this trolling once and for all. He told the pest that he will be spending the rest of his life in prison. So the impersonator claimed that Patrick was a member of a gang of criminal cyberstalkers that were harassing him, and that impersonation, along with threatening people with prison, is a common tactic that they use. Patrick, incensed by this, wrote a long reply on this website for a few random strangers to read, detailing how the impersonation account is run by criminal cyberstalkers who are trying to trick them into committing a crime. Then other trolls joined and started to comment, claiming that they had gone to pick up this grill, but were threatened by the owner of the property. They weren't angry, just confused why Patrick would waste their time like this. On a side note, the grill was also listed on Craigslist, which did trick someone into trying to take the grill, with the collector messaging the troll to say that the grill had a big sign on it telling no one to take it, and the pest reassuring the man that the sign was just there to inform other people that it was reserved for him. While all this was going on...
Oh my god! Oh man!
Pat was also getting trolled at the sci-fi convention, with pests taking secret photos of him and calling pizzas to the room that he was giving his speech in. The last thing on this topic I'll mention is that given how much Patrick tweets, you would expect him to make a few mistakes. It happens to all of us every now and again. Sometimes we'll write the wrong word or misspell something, but when Patrick does this, it turns into a meme that will haunt his very existence for years afterwards. Like the time that he wrote, "Wasn't convicted of anything, stalker. Yaman Koki your future. Enjoy prison." Yaman Koki was then used by the pests as an in-joke for many years afterwards, and much fun was had by all, except Patrick.
Hey Pat, it's Roger Stone. Yeah, I hear you're a demented libtard and you hate my guts. Here's the problem. You see, people online who say you're, I don't know, fat, that's called free speech, the kind you liberals hate. You're not going to win that lawsuit, and guess what? I'm not in prison, so have a nice day.
All right, guys, home stretch here.
At the beginning of 2026, Patrick started to tweet talking about how he finds the different platforms he uses. The three main ones being Twitter, Blue Sky and Threads. In this, he compares how the same post that he made about ICE deportations performed on all three platforms, with him concluding that Blue Sky was not a sustainable platform due to him not getting much interaction. This enraged a lot of the Blue Sky users, with many of them arguing with Pat that he doesn't understand the point of Blue Sky. Ironically, this post was one of the most interacted with posts that he had done on Blue Sky. I'm guessing the reason that he doesn't get much interaction on this platform would be because Pat is one of the most blocked people that uses Blue Sky. You see, this website has open source data on who gets blocked, and Patrick once tops the chart of the most blocked people on the website within a 24-hour period, getting blocked 2,000 times. In March 2026, he launched an app where people could catalogue non-alcoholic cocktails. Surprisingly, given that Patrick is a super genius who has been relentlessly trolled for years, he thought that this app would just be left alone by the pests. It wasn't. Let's take a look at some of the tasty recipes that the pests have uploaded to this app. The Daughter Abandoner. The key is to make it so over the top alcoholic and sweet that you need to get up and abandon it immediately. Ingredients: pepperoni, vodka, and grenadine. The Fat Pat. The description is simply, the bartender will prepare my fruity drink, child. It's the minimum of his job. Ingredients: sugar, pork, more sugar. Nicky's gassy lassie. Instructions: line the rim of the glass with crushed flaming hot Cheetos and kosher salt for an extra kick to the cooter. Ingredients: Pepto-Bismol, active dry yeast, African rum and grape soda. There are many more of these that are a bit too graphic for YouTube, but I'm sure you get the idea. In his infinite wisdom, Patrick also allowed people to upload photos to go along with these mocktails, which again are a bit too much for YouTube, but I'm sure you can guess what kind of photos
Why would you
Sadly,
allow
Patrick
that?
didn't quite get the response on this app that he had hoped for, so began begging people on Twitter to go over and leave real reviews.
Idiot.
Unfortunately, he didn't have much luck with this. As you may have deduced from the Adirondack chairs, Patrick considers himself a bit of a handyman and has recently completed a decked balcony on his home, with him proudly posting this achievement to the internet. The pests then set about dissecting everything wrong with this balcony, including it being crooked and the handrails not lining up correctly. This, of course, isn't the first time trolls have ruined his attempts at DIY, with him previously posting to the internet showing off a fence that he had just finished. Patrick had installed the fence backwards so that the ugly part was facing out. Installing a fence the wrong way is a code violation in Milwaukee, so it was reported. An inspector was sent out who then forced Patrick to dig it up and install it the correct way around. The most recent thing of note in the Patrick S. Tomlinson story is that he had a rare win. The lawsuit that he filed against the city in regards to all of the swatting has been settled out of court, with Patrick reportedly getting over half a million.
He's obviously mentally fucking deranged. I think everybody went a bit fucking too far with this fucking retard. I'm happy he got the money, honestly. Fuck them. Oh my God. Everyone hates him. Maybe it really is that bad. I honestly don't know, but it's like this shit's bad, bro. Like, they're fucking raping him every day. The rape is on a whole other level, but yeah, he put the work in, I guess.
$500,000, eh? $500,000? God damn.
The Patrick S. Tomlinson story is a strangely intriguing one for me. It doesn't have the explosive events or the outrageous drama of a lot of other internet stories, but the absurd details and ridiculous nature of it all I found to be captivating. There is a lot more that I didn't cover, like when a Rastafarian street preacher and Donald Trump supporter was murdered in Patrick City, and the pests blamed Patrick for this, or the whole cast of odd internet friends that Patrick has, all with their own bizarre backstories, including inserting button.
We gotta do
I think it would Aslog.
We gotta do a video on this guy. Look at this guy. Hey, Ash, look.
I see him. Yeah.
I've seen places that they're not designed to go, or being a child predator, allegedly. Patrick himself, to me, seems like a very arrogant, self-important man who just can't bear to be proven wrong, as this would crumble the fragile delusions that he has constructed around himself. A control freak who needs to dominate others and takes sadistic glee whenever he can safely destroy people. The pests are no doubt cut from a very similar cloth, making this a symbiotic relationship that I'm sure both sides enjoy on some level. The Norm Macdonald tweet seems to do a lot of heavy lifting when Patrick recounts this story.
I don't know,
but if it would have been
I don't know how
you
you
or
can
just about
say
anyone
it's
else on the
bland.
planet
This
who
was some of the
posted this, it would have
craziest
come
shit
and
I've
gone.
ever
Where
heard
all
in
of the
my
drama
life.
that
What? What are you talking about?
followed. Patrick is unable to reflect on his own role in this story, so will always paint the pests as this shadowy group with the worst possible intentions. I get the sense that he lives his life lost in abstract fantasy lands, where the real world plays little part. Patrick
General
should be allowed to
Chud
post whatever he
says
wants on the
y'all
internet.
should do a stream going over the full Ralph lore for all the new people. That wouldn't be a stream. That would be like 10 or 20 streams. And it's just, I don't. It would take so long, and there's no way to do it, and nobody wants Ralph. Like,
no one wants Ralph. Also, what we're gonna go through everything and present, like, no.
Maybe one day, but I don't know. We got Taco
when
Lunch.
When he dies,
yeah,
when he dies, we'll do it.
We've got Taco Lunchable Car says, nah, fuck this guy and fuck his chairs. He deserves everything he gets. Oh,
listen,
man.
I'm with the pests on this one. I'm not gonna.
Well, you gotta be. I'm with them,
bro.
Okay,
I'm
not against them.
I listened to O&A for 7 years.
Help me. Hands up. Fuck, don't rape me. Shit.
And not get harassed. But unfortunately for him, this is not the real world. In the same way that if I walk into a crime-ridden area with lots of expensive jewelry on, I have the right not to get robbed. But this is not how reality works.
I was part of that group. I didn't like do any trolling like this, but I was like an O&A fan, and we'd all like, you know, make fun of people on their Facebook page and shit, like radio shows during Jocktober.
So we need to react accordingly.
If you were
in
there,
this fight, the pests have all the advantages. So the 140 IQ thing to do would be to not get into a fight that you could never win. But for Patrick, he can't allow these lesser beings a victory. So he is left to scream impotently at them that they will be going to prison for the rest of their lives. As far as I know, not one single pest has ever been to prison for harassing Patrick. I've tried to stick to the things that are true in this story, but it's a very hard topic to research due to the amount of in-jokes and troll information spread about Patrick. So sorry if I got anything wrong. I tried my best. Thanks to a channel called Cryptic Web Chronicles, who has a lot more detailed information on this story. So if you want a deeper dive, go and check that.
Hang on. A shed nerd, I was in Opie's chat, like 3 months ago, felting that Jewish guy he does the show with. Telling Opie to fire him.
Streams,
yeah, to 10 people, and I was. I was convincing Opie to fire his co-host.
Live streamers.
Yeah,
was he talking shit about live streamers, saying they make no money and like da da da? Was that him?
No.
Who was that? It wasn't him. It was no. That was Stuttering John.
Stuttering John. Yeah. I don't know anything about
That was Stuttering John.
That's OP's crowdfunding his dental work for $2,000 right now. Mind you, Ashton, he owns like 3 properties in New York, and he's raising money now.
What?
We should A-log him. Like Ron, the waiter, his co-host, is a yapper. Like, fuck.
I think I'm okay with never touching Opie and Anthony or anything associated with them for the rest of my life after watching this. I think I'm good, to be honest.
No, Hulkhorn, Ron, not from Ron and Fez. No, it's a new guy, Ron the waiter.
Or there is a Kiwi Farms thread that was very helpful as well, but honestly that thread is pretty long, so I didn't end up using it too much. Also, thanks to all of the people that recommended that I check out the Patrick story. It was more entertaining than I expected. Patrick himself is far from the worst person.
No, buddy, I want to keep my Adirondack
chairs. Himself away from the internet
I don't
and live
want
a happy
my
and prosperous
Adirondack
life.
chairs to be taken, buddy. That'd be tough.
Of course, everyone go on
Adirondack list.
I've linked him here. Interesting stuff from around the world. And also he did a video on the DSP lore. Does all these documentaries and shit. And it's really good. He's an amazing channel. So what a good peek into Patrick Tomlinson.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back Wednesday for Canada Day. We'll see you then. Peace.